Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 1879 actual play. I am Brad Decker. I'm the line developer for 1879, and if everybody wants to get their intros going, I'll get the links posted in all the channels and such.
Hello, I'm Joel. I'm one of the writers for 1879. I'm playing Morgana. She is an elven aristocrat, and she currently, maybe the reason that will become clear when someone does catches us up, is a little out of sorts at the moment.
But only a little.
Hi, I'm Chris. I also have done some rating for 1879. I am playing Weymont, who is a mage.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I play August, who is an elf and an investigator.
I am Lexi. I play River. She is an explorer and the main combatant of the group.
I think that just leaves me and Brad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Andi, supposedly IGM. Brad's playing a mage named Nigel. You're welcome.
Yeah, getting
I'm
the
good at this
announcement
intro thing. Almost as good as I am at naming.
posted here.
Whoop, whoop.
I know you are. All right, so if I remember correctly, you guys have met this medium named James, right? Remember correctly, that's his name. And
Yep.
James can be helpful, but you guys are aware that he's a somewhat powerful medium. You kind of get told by Miss Price that James is having some, we'll call it, difficulties. The ghosts in James's life have gotten a little out of hand. You guys go to check in on him and find out that he's being bombarded by a bunch of ghosts of children, which is an utterly depressing thought. And they are not giving him much time to rest or sleep, and he's having some difficulty because of that. You guys are like, why are there so many dead children? Because that's bad. And go to look into it. So, two of you, I believe August and Morgana, pose as boarders in a boarding house across the street. The others of you have been keeping an eye on things as well.
Mm-hmm.
You find out that there's a woman who at least is posing as a nun who drops children off. He, apparently, according to the neighborhood, is some really sweet, generous man who's taking in all these orphan children. And when people don't see them, apparently they're just very indoor people. And there's always new ones being dropped off, and they don't seem to see anybody leave. They just assume that they left when they weren't looking and being adopted out. You guys realize that no, they're not being adopted out. And you're pretty sure that he is making and or selling some form of drugs. You've watched him come and go a few times to get groceries. He usually does that in the, late afternoon, early evening. Well, you guys also figured out that you have to have this, what's a good way to put it? Magical
Ward.
key ward to get through the wards. And some of you may have gotten very upset watching the supposed nun drop off more children and decided enough was enough of this. And Nigel may have caused their car to wreck. Nigel.
They had an
And there was a
accident.
bit of a scuffle. They had an accident, Nigel. And then there's a bit of a scuffle where you guys got a bunch of information from one guy in exchange for letting him walk away. However, you did not let the other guy or the supposed nun walk away. They are now in police care. They're being very cared for. Yeah. Nobody likes people like this. And then you went to try to figure out how to get into the house. did you deal with him yet?
We dealt with him and took his
On the
charm off him.
outside.
Yeah.
Yes, and took his charm. And so you guys get into the house, and like 3 of you go in first, and 2 of you are waiting outside. However, you get spotted, and there's some loud gun stuff because there was a shotgun or so involved and some other stuff. And
Ouch.
eventually, everybody's down there. And the children are hiding under tables. Tables have been flipped over. Whatever, I think we said that was. Which drug did we say they were doing? Bad, doesn't matter. Anyhow, so there's
Opium, I think
drugs
it
flying
was.
through the air. The 3 who were already downstairs had like pulled bandanas or shirts over their nose and mouth to help keep that from getting into them. But the 2 who came down afterwards, not so much. They didn't think about that. Which might be why Morgana's a little woo. No, not you guys. So
I
let's
believe
see.
Weymont is
That-
likewise not feeling so great.
Yeah, neither am I, because just from strain.
Speak for yourself. I got
Yeah.
shot.
And there were 2 armed people downstairs with the children, and you guys did dispatch them, only to within moments the people who were upstairs gathered up whatever they were gathering up and are coming down the stairs, or are at least in the doorway. I believe that you know that there are 3 people up there, or did you only know about 2? Oh, we'll say you knew about all 3. There are 3 people up there, and you have 2, I think, dead people down here, and a bunch of children, and a well, Morgana's high, and
Yeah.
is that about it?
I think
Is that
that's
where
about
we
it.
are?
Yeah.
If we didn't know about the 3 people upstairs, we're about too soon. I know we ran into 2 of them because I knocked one of them back.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if there was 2 or if you guys knew about the 3rd or not, but you do now. We'll just throw that in there. So there are 3. Now there is a bit of a bottleneck because to get down to you guys, they have to go through the doorway, or they have to try to get you guys to come up. And I think that's kind of where we're at.
That all sounds quite familiar.
Yeah, one of the people upstairs I know is gravity stuck to the ceiling, and the other 2 are still kicking around.
I think we may just start right away with initiative.
I don't think there's anything else we can do unless anybody else had a non-action to deal with.
Yeah, I if you do, tell me. But otherwise, I think we're initiative.
I think we were. I think we were at the end of a round. Oh.
And I remember we did at least get through the round. Where is the right die? There it is. And putting initiatives in the chat.
Yeah.
I think that's worked fairly well for us for keeping this organized.
It really has. I think so.
I honestly think it's one of the great secrets of online gaming.
What? Taking notes?
No,
No,
initiative in the
put-
chats.
Notes are
Right.
also good though.
Yay, Hawkins can move! Good.
Yay.
Somebody else deal with the
Lucky
other
me.
2, because I'm having problems here. I ain't got much left.
I rolled a 10.
Ooh.
I'll stick it in the chat.
I'm doing that. Hang on.
Okay. So we have one, and the one that you pinned, he's pinned to the ceiling or
Yeah.
pinned back up the staircase to the wall.
Yeah, he was pinned to the ceiling because that's what I could see. But because we
Okay.
established the stairs when they come down, they were kind of like it's like an open staircase going down into the basement, so there's not really a wall there.
Yeah. No, it's kind of an open type of thing. So,
Yeah,
all right.
so the ceiling was the only surface I could spot from the
I will
from down at
say
the end to
that
put him there.
stuck on the ceiling is not super helpful for him in combat.
No, it's not, but it's not as good as being able to block the other two.
Yeah, no. We're going to take pot shots at you guys here in a minute. However, August, you have the initiative.
Are they holding guns? Or are they?
I don't know that you can see them well enough to see that they're holding guns, but it is very safe to assume that since the other two had guns, that these two probably do too.
I'll pick
Or
the
three.
one on the left and basically try and grapple them to the ground again with unarmed combat and maybe thump them a bit for what good it'll do.
Okay. Now keep in mind to do that, you have to go up the staircase.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you're going to charge up the staircase and try to grapple one of them.
Yeah. And
Okay.
some, crazy plans and all that. Assuming I can get there.
And you're not high, so I'm sure it's fine.
No, but I am running on adrenaline a lot at the minute. So. Isolate you today. 14.
You have a hold of him. It's not a great hold, but you have a hold of him right now.
Yeah, get him.
I just did.
Weymont?
I am going to cast Barrier of Will, which is my name for shield. Because I figure if I'm going to get shot at, I may as well have something in front of me.
That's not a bad plan.
So spellcasting check is 2d10. 1 moment, please. Okay, so I rolled a 13, so that means that that is successful because it's versus 8. So now I roll an effect test, which I gather is my rank in spellcasting plus my will step.
Yep.
That's any modifiers you get for extra successes.
I don't think I got any additional successes. How much is it for additional success? Like 5?
5.
5 extra. 5 extra. So you roll 13 on a difficulty of 8.
Right, so that's an
So-
additional
Yeah.
1 then.
But it's one success, so it's a +2 for every success.
Alright, so plus 2, so that would be will, which is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 4 for the spellcasting rank is 13, so that would be step 13, 12 plus d10. d12 plus d10, I should say. Okay, so that's not so bad. Right, so let's see, that's 15 plus 9, which is
24.
24, thank you.
Welcome.
So there you go. 24.
So you have a very good shield.
Pretty good, yeah.
Okay. River.
Take out my rifle, move, and can I see either the guy on the ceiling clear shot or the guy behind that Morgana's or August is not?
So the guy on the ceiling is the clearest shot. The one that August is grappling with, not a good clear shot. And the other one, there's no really good way to, like, he's got probably 3/4
All right,
the thing where you hide behind the stuff.
cover.
Cover.
Cover, thank you. Like, he's, yeah. So the one on the ceiling is probably the clearest of shots, although he is also pinned to a ceiling.
Yeah. Is he armed that I can see?
I believe he had a gun. I don't think he kept it when he got slammed into the ceiling, to be honest with you. He was not really expecting, and then you're slammed into the ceiling. Like, I don't know that anybody actually expects, and then you're slammed to the ceiling. I'm just gonna...
Gravity
I've never
suddenly
expected that. It's
reverses.
never happened, by the way, but...
It
did. Never happened to me. Don't think people expect it. Just gonna say. So he actually dropped his when he got slammed to the ceiling.
I will hold my action for a clear shot on one of the enemies. First enemy that's a clear shot.
You might have to go up the stairs.
Okay. Yes. So, the guy who is grappled is next.
He's having a bad day.
Well, I mean, none of these guys are having the day they expected. All of these guys are shitty humans. So...
They are having the
mean-
day they deserve.
Well, one of them was a snark
I'm
down
just-
here.
Well, yeah. One of them was a snarf, one was a troll. The guy on the ceiling's a human. The guy being grappled with August is a human, and the other guy, I believe, is a snark. Snark. Orc. Orc-like people.
Yeah.
There you go, snark. Yeah. So the snark is the only one who is not actively pinned or in the middle of something. And Mr. I'm pinned only has a 12 and can't get away from you. August. He's giving you a good go for your money, though. But you're still keeping hold of him. And let's see who is after that. Oh, the guy. Oh, let's see. How smart is that dude today? Yep. Okay, I know what he's doing.
Is he dumb enough to fire into a melee? Because that would be bad.
He is not. Matter of fact, you don't even see the little bit of him that you could kind of see earlier. Which takes us to Nigel.
All right. My thinking is I'm going to let the rest of the trip try to deal with most of the combat because I'm almost tapped with the strain that I've taken. So I need to stay out of the combat end of things. First off,
Do you take continued strain for holding the guy to the ceiling?
No, I
or
take
is it just the initial strain cost and you can hold it for...
Yeah, I take the initial strain, and then the spell effect is just continuing until it either reaches the duration, which is 3 rounds, so this is the first round that it's in effect, so I have 3 more, or if I end it early.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that's in effect for 2 more rounds after this. There's the one dead guy at my feet, and then there's the other guy back by the door. At the very least, of the guy by my feet, I want to see if I can locate his amulet, the warding charm, because I'm sure he has one on him.
He does.
If I
And,
can get to both of them, I would prefer to do that. I don't know if I can do both.
I don't know that you can do both of them in this round, but you can definitely get the one near you.
Can I do both of them?
It's going to take you a second to basically go through its pockets.
Can I do both of them if I'm not taking any other actions? Other than just, searching and then moving and searching the other guy.
I don't know, because a round should be 6 seconds. I
Yes.
don't know that you can get both. I think you can get this guy and get the one and get to the other guy in this round.
I can
But
throw
I
an
don't know that you
awareness.
can get both of them in this round.
I can throw an awareness, see how quick I
Okay,
can
throw an
find it.
awareness. Let's see how you go. Maybe you can find it faster.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
see what
good.
I can do.
That's valid.
So that's going to be D10 and your
And
favorite
for those
die.
of you listening, this is why it's always good to ask questions like, well, what if I try this? Because sometimes GMs will be like, okay, cool, we'll try that. How'd you do, Brad?
Hang on. Gonna
Am
need
I
some
throwing out your
karma.
D8s? Oh.
You'll like the
Not
D8
throwing out
this
your
time.
D8s today. Gotcha.
You'll like... No, that was a D8, but you'll like that one because it rolled a 1.
What did your other die roll?
The other one also rolled a 1, that's why I was getting the karma involved, so I got a 7.
Yeah. You can't get both this round.
Okay, that's fine.
But you get to the other guy.
I will find the one, and then I will move to the other guy. So that
Awesome.
we'll cover that.
That's a good action. So up on the ceiling, he's taking care of that guy's taking care of that guy. And then that takes us to Morgana.
Oh no.
You know that mushroom? It really shouldn't be talking to you. All of those
Yeah.
little mushrooms should stop talking to you.
Well, at least it's not the sea serpent.
You read that Alice in Wonderland book, so you know that mushrooms occasionally talk. But
They shouldn't.
they should all be quieter.
Yeah.
And why are they crying? Why are mushrooms crying? That's the weirdest thing. Crying mushrooms. So what's Morgana up to?
Morgana is just going to quickly ponder my options. I think it may be heading up the stairs and attempting to help August subdue the one that he's grappling.
Give me a will save. Or a will roll.
Will roll. Bear with me a second.
Absolutely.
A 3.
A 3. Well, those stairs would be a lot easier if they would just hold still so you could put your foot on them.
Yep.
But they keep dodging your feet, and it's really frustrating. So, for the rest of you, it looks like Morgana is attempting to climb up the stairs, but she keeps, putting her foot not on the stair. And then she'll finally get up a stair, but then she kind of falls back down off of that one stair. Not, injured, but... Yeah, about like that. There's for anybody listening in, Brad put up a little meme thing.
I posted.
That's right.
If you're familiar with Cowboy Bebop, I posted the gif of Spike just stomping on the stairs where he thinks he's just on the staircase, which is also appropriate because he was high on shrooms at the time.
Yeah. So you are attempting to climb up the stairs, but you are having some difficulties.
Difficulty. Yeah.
River, in your held action, the one guy seems to have retreated. The other guy's still on the ceiling, and August is still grappled with the one. So getting a good shot on him is possible, but it is delicate.
I'll shoot the ceiling guy.
Okay. I mean, he's a bad person. I'm just,
But the one that retreated is retreated and left the house, or just ran away as far as... she's able to tell.
You can't, as far as you guys can tell, you're not really sure. Like, you
Okay.
can't see him anymore. I mean, you could
16.
make a educated guess. 16, totally going to hit the guy who's pinned to the ceiling with a raise even, because he can't really do much pinned to a ceiling. It's very hard to dodge pinned to a ceiling.
Oops. $27.
Mo?
Ouch.
That's gonna hurt.
Well,
Yeah.
R-
That's going to make it
RIP
even
then.
harder for Morgana.
I think a
So
shout
Morgana,
of shock and alarm may happen.
Honestly, he was.
I-
You probably could have done a called shot too.
so Morgana,
Yeah.
can you do another will save there, will roll? Because now
Ooh.
not only are the stairs like dodging you, but I'm not sure how you're taking this blood raining down on you part.
6.
6. So you think that this red stuff that's raining down on you is this molten rock? It's lava, obviously. So now you're screaming, probably, because that has to hurt to have lava
Yeah.
fall on you. Because I'm sure that makes all of this situation so much better that now Morgana's screeching
Yeah.
What's
about the
going
lava.
on?
Oh, wait. That's the other thing. Who was upstairs with you? Was it Weymont?
It was me, yes.
Yeah, because your face isn't covered, so you need to make a save too this round because of all the drugs dust up in the air.
What kind of save would you like me to make?
Will.
Will save.
Can
Got
you
it.
keep your wits? You're a
Well-
mage, so I hope you can keep your wits.
Yes,
But I don't
Will
know.
is. I'm not bad at Will.
There you
I
go.
rolled an 11.
Okay, you're still together. You're feeling it a little bit, but you are still on point, sir. Which
Gotta
takes
get
us
out of
to
here.
the next round. Which takes us to the next round. Ooh, piece of candy.
Hey, it did better this time.
All right. Missing one. Chris,
Yes.
initiative for the next round.
Ooh. 21. I'll put
Sorry?
that in the chat. 21. I will put
Okay.
that in the chat.
21. Damn. I thought I had the initiative. I do not. You do. I had a 19
Neat.
for the guy
So-
who's in wrestling. All right. What are you doing?
So who's the guy who's
Weymont.
not wrestling?
You can't see him. You'd have to go up the staircase.
I'm gonna go up the staircase. This sounds like a good idea anyway, because frankly, things are getting a bit high in here.
I would like a perception or awareness, whatever you got, for
I
when you
got-
get to the top of the stairs.
Okay, I have awareness. I will roll that for you. Just for
Okay.
you.
Just for me. Thank you so much.
No worries. I got 10.
You don't immediately see him, but you do see a door open. You can guess that he went through said door. If it was Brad, I'd let Brad have another roll at it, because Brad has that building awareness-y thing. And Brad might have been able to figure out what that direction, what led that way. What goes
Yeah,
out that way.
the whole engineering thing.
Yeah, you might be able to be like, oh wait, that door should go to, but for Weymont, you know he went that way. You're pretty sure that door opened like that. He went that way.
Right.
Do you want to head off that way, or
Well,
do
at
you want
least
to
I'm-
stay in?
Do
where
I
you're
want
at.
to stay in the drug mist? No. No, I do not.
Do you want to just be upstairs a bit above the drug mist?
Yes.
Okay. Fine.
I will go that away.
Well,
I got my
Okay,
shield
so
on.
you
I
head
should
off
be
that
alright.
way.
I'll say,
Yeah.
binding the wrestling guy might help.
Well, he went that way. So, wrestling guy, yay! He really wants away from you, August. This
Yeah,
thing
that's
has
fair.
gone tits up. He would like out away from you.
Oh, is that the guy on the ceiling?
No,
No.
the guy that
Well,
August is
grappling.
wrestling with.
No,
guy on
no,
the ceiling
no. I'm saying the
doesn't
guy.
feel very good.
No, I'm saying that's the name of the guy on the
He does not
ceiling
feel
because he
good.
went up.
Well, I guess his name could be Tits Up. All right, my bad. His name is Tits Up now. All right. As much as not Tits Up guy would like away from August, I did not roll well for that. Even with the karma I threw on it to try to help him out with it, that didn't go well. So he is still very grappled. Matter of fact, you've somehow managed to. He has wiggled to the point that you have cinched this better.
Oh, excellent.
So you get like a +2 to hold on to him if you want. Because somehow he managed to make his own life worse by trying to. I don't know what he did. He did it wrong, though. He did like the reverse.
He messed
What-
up bad.
Whatever he did.
Well, and I
he
got
did it
such a
wrong.
good roll. He did it wrong. I had that 19. I was like, yeah, he's going to get away from you. And then, no, he's not.
Okay,
Let's just put it this
so-
way. It's a lot like Brad's roll, but the karma I threw at it did not help much. Yeah. Nothing like rolling 3 ones. Good job,
Ooh.
GM. Yeah, I didn't do well. However, I believe that makes it Augustus's turn.
Cool.
August
I will attempt to use the unexpected assistance that he's giving me to basically try and do like a sleeper hold or something and sort of get
Heck
him
yeah,
to
you've
pass
been
out.
watching that professional wrestling. Yeah.
Or,
Get him.
yeah, something.
Oh wait, no, I've been
happy.
watching professionally wrestling. That's right.
Oh, right, okay.
British
Yeah, no,
cat.
I don't know where the chairs come from.
You know, they always come from underneath the mat. I just don't know why we keep storing chairs underneath the mat because in ladders, who puts their ladders down there? Like,
Oh, no.
I think we're done with these. Let's just stick them under here.
No,
And
that-
after
the-
the 18,000th time that you've seen wrestlers go under there, wouldn't you think to stop putting them there?
Kendo
Oh.
sticks.
Oh,
Why do
or
they
the
have
kendo sticks, the wooden. Why are those down there at all? Who's running around with those and just being like, I don't feel like holding this any longer. I will just put it under the mat for now. Don't. Like,
I don't know. From the theater kids that I've seen, anytime they're setting up any sort of stage production and they have a ladder they need to get rid of, they will just shove it in any convenient place they can. And if the skirts from the stage are covering it, then that's fine.
I guess so. Unarmed 25. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think my D8s have taken the place of Brad's today.
I love this.
Oh,
I would like you to roll your strength. This is going to be non-lethal damage to him in your sleeper hold. And
My
that
strength-
gives you a wait. That's going to give you like a +3 raises.
Ooh.
So
Well, if it's
but
3 raises,
raise
that'd
on
be
that would be-
+6.
yeah, +6. Yeah. I was doing I had to take my shoes off to count on my toes, but I was getting there.
I mean, come
So-
on, you haven't shot that many fingers off.
I'm holding a dog. I only have one hand. What do you want from
Okay.
me today?
Okay, I'll grant
Oh,
you
that-
that one
Dog
at
in
least.
one hand.
That would be
Well,
a 12. That would be a
12.
12. My D8 has decided that after the excitement of rolling like something ridiculous last time, it would roll a 3 this time. So
I rolled 3 ones. We won't talk about your rolling a 3 is nice compared to my apparent
it's
roll
true.
today.
It's true. But it did roll like a 19 or something ridiculous last time.
Well, Sonny
Right?
apparently heard of
All right.
somebody holding a dog, and he's trying to huggle me now.
Well, yeah, he's a lapdog too.
FOMO.
No, he's a chest dog, because that's how much area he takes up.
I've seen Sunny is a full torso dog.
Yeah, exactly.
I am looking forward to meeting him.
If the dog doesn't take up your entire lap, is it really a lap dog?
You know, I've owned some pretty big German Shepherds, and all of them are convinced they're lapdogs. So I'm pretty sure that all dogs by default are lapdogs. Except for Gotti's being a good boy. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I traded him for a sweet potato.
See, this is what Gotti does while I GM up here. He has to be up in the room with me but then he just lays down and he just takes a nap. Any good boy.
Very good
A
dog.
flower chair. He is a good dog. All right. Where were we? Making wrestling jokes and shit like that. After August is Nigel.
Better watch your language, there might be tiny babies listening.
All right. So I've got the one token. Let's see if I can locate the other one quickly. And hopefully I can do something else today. Hey, the D8's back. That would be a 19.
Nice.
You find it right quick. What else are you going to do?
Okay, so once I've got that, I'm going to try to get the children corralled and gather them towards the coal chute.
You have any, I don't know, first impressions or...
I have conversation.
Conversation. Because these are scared little kids.
Yeah, but hopefully
who may or
I'm
may not
presenting...
be somewhat high.
Hopefully I can present them with, we're getting out of here, and that will help.
I don't know,
Well,
maybe try a
more
little
used
less
to the
conversation, a little more action.
They're a lot more used to the drugs than Morgana is.
Well,
so,
conversation is my action. How's an 8 do?
An 8 isn't bad. There's some of the older kids are like, yeah, we can go do that. And they're even trying to get some of the younger ones. But you still have about half of which are young and apparently afraid of you. But you have a couple of the older ones who are taking some of the younger ones with them. So you've got about half of them headed towards the chute. So it's not bad.
If we can start corralling them, we'll get them moving in that direction. I'm going to put a call in for some backup
Morgana,
to come
just
to
so
the
you know,
outside, but I'll
Nigel's
do that
talking
next
to those
round.
mushrooms, and the mushrooms are walking. I don't know if that helps or hinders you, but Nigel's now also talking to the mushrooms.
Mushrooms better get the heck out of here.
Well, they should probably get out of there because they probably react badly to drugs too.
River.
Go upstairs and help subdue the one that Nigel is wrestling.
Okay. How are you helping?
Uh,
Are you just trying to like hold him, like hold his legs down or something? Brad, sorry. Brad made a fungi pun joke, sorry. Okay.
Don't got much room for those.
I will.
I can slap Joel if you like. He's just in the other room.
I will just Try to knock him out, punch him.
Okay.
$15 to punch him.
That works. Plus a raise.
Stands up. $15.
Duly noted. Is that everybody that's around? No, Morgana.
Got it.
Morgana, which after a moment of screaming because the lava was pouring down on you, the lava doesn't seem to be hurting you as bad, but then I guess Nigel's running off with some of the mushrooms. I don't know what to tell you. What do you want to do?
Give me a moment. Morgana will decide it's going to be much, much more sensible upstairs and will attempt to go upstairs. She will go upstairs on all fours if that's what's required.
All right, you're gonna go up that staircase.
Yeah.
Go, Morgana. Roll that will. You can do this.
Another 6.
I will give you on the 6 that you can hold and kind of hold but crawl, keep a hold of 3 points at all times. You are getting up that stairs. I don't think that they would know that unless you said that out loud, Nigel. Because they would have no idea how long your spell holds.
Well, no, because they had they were around the last time the spell expired. And
I don't know that anybody really paid attention or noted that how long it took. I will give you that they will know that eventually he falls down, but I don't know that they would know exactly which round he would fall down. Just saying. I don't know that they would know exactly which round because that seems... Although you guys could all do that, out next downtime. Be like, okay, how long can you hold that up? And have a stopwatch and time you. That would be hilarious. Mage Olympics. How long can you hold somebody to a ceiling? Go. You realize that this has to really change things like the Olympics and stuff like that, right? Are trolls allowed in shot put? I don't know.
It would have to be like a special troll shot put, I guess.
Weight categories.
Is it special categories or is it that they just take over? How does that work? We will not decide that today. But I'm just saying.
Well, the proper Olympic movement hasn't started yet, so there is a small Olympics somewhere in the northwest of England, in Much Wenlock, at this time period. I may have been doing some research on this one. But
wow, okay.
The first modern Olympics, as we know them, was 1896 in Athens, inspired by what was going on in Britain about this time. So they're sort of definitely inventing it as they're going along. So they're probably not going to have to change things. Well, it'll end up different, but only because they're starting from a different point.
But it will have started different, yeah.
Yeah. But, given the talk,
this is such an educational show. This is such an educational show. I'm just saying.
It's a historical game. Education is part of the fun.
It's not a real session if I haven't looked something up on Wikipedia. I looked up a load of stuff about sports for FreedoniaCon earlier in the year. So.
Oh yeah, because you were doing the one on sports in the UK.
Yeah.
All right, so Morgana, you get up the staircase.
Okay.
You get up the staircase. Give me a perception awareness type of thing.
Okay, bear with me a moment. Do you want me to use my straight perception, or do you want me to put a penalty on that for the drugs?
You still have your -2.
-2. Right, that's fine. Oh, it's a 7.
I think that's what we had. A 7.
Yeah. Because it's a D8 and it's at least useful.
So you can't find the other person. You think that there should have been another person, but there's a door open over that way. And you do see August and River fighting a garden slug. And you're not really sure why they're fighting a garden slug, but they are totally fighting a garden slug up here.
Is it a big garden slug?
It is. It's as tall as August. It's a very big garden slug.
I suspect Morgana.
You're also not sure why that garden slug's so big.
Yeah, Morgana's probably talked to her family's gardener. She probably knows of the dangers of slugs, so it probably needs to be dealt with along with everything else.
Probably.
So wrestling it. Ooh. Morgana may state loudly that she is not going to kiss August later if he's still covered in all that slime.
You broke up for me. Could you try that again?
Morgana will say, I'm not going to kiss you, August, if you're covered in all that slime later.
What?
I
Well,
find
just
this
do the
valid.
exclamation while he's wrestling.
All right. You guys who are on the inside, basically there's not really any combatants, but we are going to go ahead and do another round of initiative because there are combatants on the outside, sort of, and there is a guy who's about to fall down the stairs, I guess.
But he's been shot quite badly, so who knows what state he's going to be in when he lands.
Not in a good shape. That is what... He's already in not good shape.
Yeah, well, to be fair, neither are we.
I'm only wounded.
Well,
I'm only lightly wounded.
I'm 100% buying my durability up after this session.
I'm not wounded, but that's only because Morgana gave me a healing potion after I got shot with the shotguns last time.
shotguns are awesome.
Your ability seems
Unless
like a
you're on
good
the
shout,
wrong
Laura.
end of it.
I was going to say, it depends which end you're on.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. All right. Do I have? Okay. 3, 4. Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I need yours.
Oh, is it that time again?
Yep.
Yes, it's that. It's same bat channel, same bat time. Bat place.
4 then.
Perfect. Okay, on the inside, Morgana and River. Why? You guys are still doing non-lethal. Unless something changes, you're just going to choke him out. I seriously doubt he can get away, but there is a chance. So you two be ready. Nigel, you are still trying to corral the children. I will let you do another conversation to see if you can get the rest of the children. Let's see if I can get away.
I was also going to do one spell.
No. All right, what spell you want to do?
I want to put in. I have wireless communication, which is send message, so I can get a message over to our police backup that's got the perimeter, and basically just let them know. Basically telling them to move in, surround the house, do not enter, and have someone meet me at the back. I get up to 50 words.
Okay. Now, let's see. So Morgana, on River, you have him. You're going to choke him out this round. Go ahead and get me damage for August.
Okay. Is it just strength, or am I getting any bonuses this time?
Just strength.
Just strength.
But he's still in that sleeper hold, so even though technically a grapple isn't damage, you're knocking him out. And I have a feeling that you're going to knock him out, so River doesn't need to punch him anymore.
Okay. Just 6.
Just 6. Okay. But that's enough. He's gonna go under.
Oh, cool.
Morgana, I need a dex type of save as you're up at the top of the stairs when that body falls on you tries to fall down on you.
Yeah.
Because you were very busy at the top of the stairs going, why are you fighting a garden slug? I'm not
Yep,
kissing you if you're covered in slime.
Yep, 7.
7.
I
You
do have a
don't
5
get
flow.
hit, but it does. That's a good one to use. I would also like another will from you to see how your drug-induced brain is going to take all of that.
6.
6. What would be a fun thing to fall from the sky?
Another slug.
Another slug, yeah. But another slug falls off the ceiling at you and almost hits you. And
I may then
damn
just
with
stab.
that stuff.
I may just stab it on principle then. And I step back and stab it.
Ooh. That is all the candies in the world. All right. Weymont.
Do you want me to roll
You
some
are
more kindness?
chasing a guy because you were going out after the one guy. He has hit like the front door. He notices that you're chasing him from behind, and he turns and looks back as he's leaving the building and takes a shot at you. And his shot is at a 24, which I believe your shield is at a 24. So does that just mean that he beat up your shield?
Well, the shield absorbs damage, so he'd still have to roll damage.
Ah, okay. So he has to roll damage. So at 24, how many raises do I have? Mwahahaha.
Unless Weymont can dodge.
I mean,
Weymont, can you dodge?
I don't
Can you dodge, duck, dive?
think so. That's what the shield was for. No, I do have a void blow actually.
You do. You
Yeah,
can try it. What's the worst
what-
that happens? You still get hit? Well, you were
Yeah.
already going to get hit, so.
So, what do I need
Give her
to
a go.
roll for this?
24.
24.
You
How
need-
is it? How is it that my shield basically takes nothing off that?
No. The shield will absorb damage before you take damage. The shield just doesn't increase your physical defense.
Right, that's not a 24. What a shock, eh?
Yep.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I definitely had to throw karma in on this. 9 of those 24 is karma.
That doesn't make me feel a whole lot better, but thank you.
You're welcome. Like, I had to really work at it to try to kill you. As a good GM, I like to throw karma when I try to kill all of you. Get that. Up.
But yeah, so if she rolls 24 damage or less, the shield just tanks all of it, and you don't take anything. If
Right.
she rolls higher than 24, then the damage is reduced by 24, and then you take whatever's left.
Right.
After your
I
armor.
like how you make it sound like that's actually possible to happen. I do. I like how that sounds.
It's not impossible.
You might be using Brad or Michelle's D8s.
I was gonna say, can I borrow Brad's D8s or something? Because so how many raises do I have against your physical defense?
Against my physical defense or against the shield's physical defense?
Yours.
Yours.
My physical defense is 9. So
Yeah, the shield doesn't have a physical defense, it's just an invisible barrier that's in front of you.
3
So
raises
that is
then.
3 raises. Yes. Good. Ooh. I did well. 26. Yeah. Oh, but that's not so great because your shield eats 24 of it, right?
Yep.
So all my beautiful hard work, you got a scratch.
Unless you have
Basically.
physical armor, because that would also reduce the damage.
Shut up, Brad. I'm not gonna get any damage on him now.
I'm just wearing clothes.
Oh,
You can have your scratch.
Yay! Woohoo! I got a scratch.
I think River's the only
feel-
one that wears armor regularly.
No, I do.
That would be ridiculous.
Actually, saying that, it says I've got
Dragon.
4 armor.
Don't eat mommy's face. Don't eat mommy's face. You're a rotten dragon.
It says my physical armor is 4 worn.
Oh,
Or-
so then yeah.
So you didn't even get a scratch.
Nope.
Go sit in a corner.
This is why I cast shield. That's what it's for.
I know, but you see all the hard work that went into it, and I didn't even get a scratch. That's terribles. Terribles. All right, I need a will from Morgana to see how she's doing.
Yep.
Ballistic silk vest, yeah. It's a good idea.
12.
12. Hey, that slug actually is a person that apparently August has choked out and has a black eye.
That makes more sense, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
I hope I didn't say anything stupid while I was off my
Okay.
head.
You're kind of getting a little bit of a grasp. Maybe being up elevated out of it has helped you some. All right. You guys on the other than Nigel, no, not Nigel. Sorry, Weymont and the guy who's fleeing. Probably not going to get very far because somebody told the police to close in. You guys are out of combat. I do want one more round with Weymont. So, Weymont, give me an initiative, please.
Okay.
See if I can try to shoot you again.
I mean, I didn't get to do anything last time, so.
Oh, sorry. Well, you get to do something then. My bad.
Can I stun
Oopsie.
him, please?
No, I want to shoot at you again because now your shield's gone. Fine.
Okay. I'm gonna mind break
You guys
this
are
guy.
so mean to the GM. You're gonna mind break this guy. That sounds awful.
I mean, it's just my turn for the stun spell, but it
I
would
like
be
that,
pleasant for
though.
him. Right. So I need to make a spellcasting test against the target's mystic defense. So, let's see, 2d10. Hopefully his mystic defense isn't fantastic, given he's a thug.
Morgana's already online shopping, even though there's no online shopping. She's over there. Wow, I should just, gonna go order that shit.
Does 13 beat his mystic defense?
Yes, it does. With a raise.
Mm,
That is not his forte.
okay. Then I will make an effect test, which is will plus rank plus 2 now. So let's see, will plus rank would be
What?
11 plus 2 is 13.
11. He gets to roll a step 13. Isn't that
Well,
good, Dragon?
no, I haven't rolled yet. I was just calculating what I was supposed to be rolling.
Yeah, I told telling Dragon you're rolling a step 13.
Step
That's
13,
right.
yeah. So it's
Yeah, Dragon's learning the step system today.
mm.
You gonna learn? You gonna learn?
All right. Let's see how this guy goes. Oh, that's the wrong die. Hang on. That's a d20. Roll this one instead. That's right. Okay. 39.
What with you? How did? Fine. That hurt.
Apparently, getting shot at is a great motivator.
I guess so.
Damn right.
Fine. All right. Well, he goes down.
Yeah, I
'cause-
shall now
ow.
shatter the mind of my unsuspecting opponent.
I
And
can
then with
just
a
imagine.
word.
I can just imagine Waymont just going, "Oh, he shot at me. How rude!" snapping his fingers, and the
Right.
guy's just going down, clutching his head.
Here's the really, really, really sad part, Weymont. Nobody in the team saw you just be wicked cool. They're all away and they don't see it. Nobody saw your moment of, "Good damn, boy." Like, nobody saw it.
It's fine.
You're welcome.
It's fine. I'm not in it for the accolades.
All right. So, the police are closing in. You will see this first, Weymont. They will be rushing over there and trying to grab the guy, but they're kind of looking at you like, because they don't know who you are yet. So they have guns all aimed at you because they don't know who you are.
Well, the
Weymont will
police
raise
should
his
know
hands.
us.
Well, there's a couple of them who may know you, but there's a lot more cops out there than the few that necessarily know you or know you well enough. All they know is that they got told to rush in, but don't go into the building, right?
Mhm.
And as they're rushing in, like, that guy did shoot at you, which means that there's a good chance that you're not the bad man. But then you went like, word of power, and he fell down. So that can make cops jumpy. I'm just putting that out there. Now, Weymont can say something. They're not just immediately shooting at Weymont, but
Weymont will
might want to say
hold
something.
his hands up and say, "Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I'm with the agency."
There you go. And on the inside, let's see, there's a few dead bodies, and some children, most of which at this point. Oh yeah, conversation, Nigel, trying to get the rest of the kids.
Oh, yep. Let's see here. Eight again.
Well, hello. 8 again. Yeah, you get probably say another half of them. So, and the older kids have gone back and are helping. So between that, you have all of the kids by the coal chute in that area, crowded in there, and you have 2 charms to get past the wards because you have the 2 off of the dead bodies.
Perfect. So, yeah, as soon as a cop is around the back and I can talk to them through the chute, I will start shuffling the kids out one by one and
Okay.
have them toss the.
So you start.
So put a charm on one, send them up the chute, get the charm ready on the next one, and have them toss the other charm back as that one comes up.
And you are definitely bright enough to take some of them older helper kids and send them first. Because they're going to be really good at making sure that they throw the thing back down and stuff like that.
Yeah, get
Because
someone
the cops
who's
are not
get
super
someone
smart.
who's coherent enough to do that.
Okay. So now you have a bunch of kids, a somewhat under the influence Morgana. 1, 2, 3, 3 dead bodies and an unconscious body, and 2 unconscious bodies. 1 indoors, 1 outdoors. And you guys are tired.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
And you get the kids out. So who's going to talk to your contacts and all that stuff? How do you guys want to handle it at this point?
I will look around to see if I can find more of the charms so we can get out ourselves.
Well, before we
There'll be
leave,
Oh, sorry.
but I would say before we leave, it would be a really good idea for us to case the building so the cops physically cannot come in here and screw up the scene. I mean, yeah, gather up the charms by all means. Gather up the charms by all means. That is a good thing. But yeah, we're gonna want to do a search of the building and check everything out. And I will probably do a motion to River and mention, she may want to collect the guns for her collection before the cops get in here.
And just a note, so that you don't think that I messed up or forgot. As far as I know, Weymont, you didn't actually technically leave the building. You shot at him through the open door.
Weymont was also the last one in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if he had the charm still. But as far as I understood, you have not left the building. Because if you actually physically leave the building, I need to make sure you have a charm on. Otherwise, things happen. And you were the last one in, so I'm assuming you saw the charm.
I believe so, yes.
Should
Yes.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you actually leave the building?
I did.
Are you? Yes. Okay, but you have the charm on, so it's okay. That's all right. We're good there. Okay. So, Weymont, the one who's out there, if you want, he has a charm on him that you could take. On the inside, the guy who August it choked out, he has a charm, and the dead body the dead body that fell from the ceiling also has a charm. So if River wants to get the River or August want to take those two, that's...
Yeah, I'll take the one off the one that I was wrestling with. And then if River's not already got the one from the one that was on the ceiling, I'll grab that one and hand it to somebody else. Probably River if she's nearby.
With a 9 on a thinking straight roll, Morgana will almost walk out of the house and realise she needs a charm for that. And then go and see if someone can give her one of those, and then she can go out and talk to the police and clear her head a little.
Yeah, I will go
someone
collect the whichever useful guns I don't already have, like the shotgun and the ammo.
While we're gathering the kids and I'm working on that, I will ask one of the more coherent older ones, what can we expect to find upstairs?
She doesn't know much. They're never allowed upstairs.
Okay, so
That,
no other children were taken up there?
I mean, they walk through the hallway when they first get there, and then down the staircase, and then they're never allowed back upstairs, so she doesn't really know much about the upstairs.
Okay.
Now that you guys have had some time in the room a little bit more to kind of soak it all in, because you guys remember there were some bunk beds on the walls and some blankets on the floors and things like that. They literally are using and there's a bucket in a corner type of thing. So we will say that this is not the nicest of conditions, which you figured.
Obviously they've been dying.
Yes.
So we're getting them out.
We're getting they didn't have masks on. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's fine. So we don't have much, but I'm not expecting any children upstairs was the main thing. If we needed to have extra charms for that.
As far as they know, there are no children upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the children are taken straight downstairs, and then, some children have left, but not on their own.
Not while they were still walking, basically.
Yes. There you go. Yeah, the D8s love you guys. I'm banning D8s from all of you. That's my new goal.
I won't make her
no D8s.
I won't make her go into details. And just basically seeing if there was any other kids upstairs. So okay, so once we get these out, this is what we expect to find.
Yes. Morgana, you're doing very well, and they don't even notice that you're high as a kite. I mean, the one looks like a kite, and you're not really sure why he looks like a kite, including those pretty ribbons that flutter in the breeze. But they don't seem to realize that you're high as a kite, so that's good.
Excellent.
They want to go in the building. They want to secure it and do all those policey things. You're managing to get them to not, because that's a very high roll. So
I will point out the phrase "magical booby traps."
Yeah, they don't like that phrase.
Yeah, and we have experts. We are dealing with that. You can look in it once we're sure it's safe for everybody. You're welcome to the building, but best to hold outside for the moment.
Give me actually, I would like Weymont to give me I guess, perception, magic lore, or something like that. Something in that range. Something for magic smart thoughts.
Magic theory?
Magic theory?
Magic theory, that's a good word.
Yes, I recently...
I do not have any smart thoughts today, or words, but yes, that.
I'm just going to put a little check next to avoid blow because I at least attempted to use it. Do you have to be successful to check it?
No, you just have to attempt to use it.
No, you do not.
Right. Okay.
Because we learn from not succeeding as well as from succeeding. So, right. Right, Mr. Dragon? Yes, that's a good boy.
Right, in that case, I will additionally roll for magic theory. Mm-hmm. 2d8. Sorry about that.
Do you want to see the baby? There's the baby. Oh, the baby giving kisses. Oh. You don't want to be kissed on the inside of your ear, Gotti? Well, that's silly. The baby
I
wants to kiss
rolled
you.
10.
10. You think, because this isn't the hardest of all thoughts, that you should probably get into touch with that person that you know from the Knights Templar? Knights?
That's
Knights
the
Grail
Templar.
Grail.
Knights.
Grail Knights.
Yes. Yes. Wow, am I bad today? All right. You think that you should get one of them in there to help with the wards because you're not totally convinced that you can take them all down on your own, even possibly with a certain someone's help who is actually a mage, too.
Hmm.
Who likes to crash cars.
We should probably talk to the Knights Templar about this. These are some very complex wards.
So you can go and have them call them, or you can go and find a phone or something. I'm sure somebody has one around here. But yes, you should get in touch with that contact that you have because they're going to be they're going to have a better time getting the wards gone.
Yes, and we don't want anybody,
That
walking
house
in
is
there.
not safe. Yeah, that house is not safe until all of the wards are down.
Well, yeah, but that was kind of the plan after we cased the place anyway.
Yes, I mean, he doesn't have to do it right this second. I'm just saying that in case you guys didn't think about it, the plan would be to go and get them to take all that down. You can go back in if you want and just do that later. Or you could even just ask the police to call them. See? So, but that way that's in motion that they'll be coming down. All right, who's going where?
Oh, have we gotten all the kids out at this point?
Yes.
Then I would like to start searching the building and try to gather up what people I can in case there's other weird crap. So, for anybody who's still standing, and I'll have the other charms on me as well. I'll poke my head out and yell for Weymont to come in because we could use some additional magical investigations here.
All right.
And I'll look
Morgana,
for
you want to go back in?
Either will stay out for the moment and just be our intermediary with the police people, because
Okay.
her
Do you want
aristocratic
to
manners will probably help.
Since you're staying outside, do you want to give the charm that you have to Weymont to give to somebody inside?
Yes.
Weymont will,
I
of
will-
course, hand
August?
that over.
Yeah.
August, what do you want to do with your unconscious person?
Make sure that when he wakes up, he doesn't run away. So I'll find something to tie him up with.
You could drag him out to the bobbies.
Perception. You could. Or you could tie him up. What do you want to do?
Mostly I'll tie him up for the moment because I don't know if we want to have a word with him before the bobbies have a word with him. And then I will start having a look round for non-magical evidence.
So you don't. It's pretty easy to tie him up. Apparently, I guess if kids were bad or whatever, they had them tied up to things. So you have an easy time finding things to do that with. Bonus.
Excellent.
All right, so he's tied up and pulled up against a wall, so he's mostly out of the way. River has been collecting anything gun related that's not nailed down or broken. All right.
You know what? While I'm at it,
What do you
I'm gonna loot any wallets these guys have on them, because damn it, they're gonna cost us a bunch in recovery.
They are. Well, between the 4 dead bodies, you find. Woo! Okay. 16 pounds.
16 pounds.
Blimey.
Excellent. We'll share that around once we get outside. So,
I mean, you know, apparently drugs make good money. Okay, so you guys start searching through the house?
yes.
Yeah, I'll be looking for like ledgers and that sort of thing, primarily.
Let's
But
see. Give me, for everybody inside, give me perception-esque things. And if you're not using a straight perception, just let me know what you are using. You can't have the dice. Dragon, you can't have the dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Dice is not for eating.
I'm gonna do
Dice
a
is not for
combination
eating.
of stuff. So I'll put the results in the chat here.
Okay. Yeah, good boy. Are you sweet baby?
Yeah, this one is.
All right. Do I have everybody's? Nope.
1 second here.
Not a problem. Weymont, are you looking around too?
I think I was outside talking to the police.
Yeah, but I yelled for you to come
I
in
thought
here
you
and
went
help.
back in.
All
Yeah.
right. Well then, yes, I will be looking around.
Okay.
You want just an awareness check?
Unless you have another
Astral
idea.
sight too.
But yes.
Well, yes.
That's
astral
another
sight,
idea.
obviously.
That was the main thing. I'm like, magic stuff. Come in and help.
Fine. As if you couldn't do it.
Well, I can, but it's always better to have more than one set of eyes on it.
Right. I got a 14.
That's good. All right, civil engineering 14. Brad.
Yep, just
There
looking for any
is
hidden doors or
there's a
pockets or whatever.
There's basically a hidden safe. It's fairly large, but not quite a room size large. But you have found a safe. Let's see. Weymont, you find some a lockbox with money.
Okay.
It's not
I mean,
even
this.
magically warded or anything.
Yeah. This was an astral sight check though, so.
Oh, yours was just astral sight. Okay.
Yeah.
Astral sight wise, in Earth Dawn, when something really bad occurs someplace, it messes with the astral.
Mhm.
Now that you guys are like on the inside and you can actually see in here, this is the equivalent of an astral. Oh, the f you say. This place is just reeking with ick, astrally at this point.
Bad juju.
Yep.
Very bad juju.
That bit of metaphysics definitely continues.
So, like, bad juju enough that it's kind of scary. The amount of bad things that seem to be. Because you can look out from the house, kind of.
Mhm.
Like, there's, like, bad stuff trying to get in, like, almost like it's a beacon of ew.
That's bizarre.
It is a little bizarre.
Like, I mean, even given what this place
Give
was
me
used
a
for.
magical theory. What about magical theory for me?
Sure, that'll be another 2D something or other. Magical theory. Yeah, it's another 2D8. Okay. 16 plus 5 is 21. 23.
Wow, okay. So the best you can come up with, which is pretty sound, is that there was so much magical energy sunk into the wards on this place that alone kind of acts as a beacon for anything that might be attracted to high levels of magic.
Mhm.
And there's been so much between the deaths and the bad stuff that happened here, right?
Yep.
That literally you're a little concerned that it's almost created its own kind of pattern that's acting as a beacon to other magic bad things. Like it's almost taken on its own.
A life of its own, shall we say.
Yeah. And that's very icky squicky right now to you.
Is it
Like,
possible to...
you've never...
Yeah, maybe once the wards are removed, this should be a bit better?
You're not totally sure, but you think that would definitely help. But you know you want to talk to that knight's person about that. Because the idea that a place could be so full of magic and evil that it almost takes on its own life, that's not good.
It's not good, but it's also not
Out of
unheard
character, some of you may recognize that is a total thing. In character, I don't know that any of you would have ever seen something like that happen. All right.
I'll have to bring in a priest to sanctify the place or whatever they use.
Yeah, something. Okay. Mythras, you find
Yep.
a couple of things that might act as ledgers.
Cool.
And you can kind of start delving into those. You think that it's like, strangely enough, like a business ledger and a household ledger almost. Like, this is the ledger where he keeps track of everything that comes in and out, and his is the ledger that keeps all of his expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this guy was actually paying taxes and stuff like that. Like, he decided he was not going down like, my goodness, the mobster who got caught by the tax evasion. Yeah. Like, this guy had decided he was not going down like Al Capone. Like, he actually had a ledger to make this look like he had a business going on. And he had expenses where he bought food. You saw those kids. Those kids were not being fed well. You also know that guy was a troll. So, like, he's counting all the food as an expense to, quote, feed all these children when really he was just pretty much feeding himself and the other guys.
Yeah.
And barely feeding the kids. Yeah. But you totally have found, like, he kept fairly immaculate records.
Okay.
Just
Which is
kind of
impressive
coded as far
forethought
as...
since Al Capone won't even be born for another 18 years.
Right. Al Capone hasn't happened yet, but yes. He basically, and you're not sure why he would think to keep all this, but he did.
Is there any indication as to where he was getting the kids from, or was he just snatching them from the street randomly?
Well, he's buying the kids off of that woman.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he?
He's buying the kids off the woman. However, he is definitely doesn't like... He was turned on to her. Give me another awareness or something for while you're going through there, because someone told him about her.
I've got evidence analysis.
That is a good one to do.
Oh, yeah, why aren't you rolling that for looking around here anyway? Like, that's what that's for.
Oh, yes. The Brad just put up a thing, and it's the Joker going, I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you.
No,
Which is
thank you.
I was thinking
the
that.
IRS is the
Yeah.
scariest thing ever. Actually,
Even though it's, the IRS is American and not Britain, but still.
yes,
Same,
but the joke is
same
HMRC.
concept.
It's okay. We've
HMRC.
got HMRC. Yeah.
The Resolute
Yeah,
Man is nasty.
how I loathe HMRC.
yeah.
You and
But,
basically everyone
I'm-
else.
Yeah, but I'm an accountant, so I love.
Oh, well.
She
18.
loves them professionally.
Yeah,
You have a particular distaste.
absolutely. 18 on the evidence analysis.
All right. How's that evidence analysis going?
Oh, 18.
18. So, I think if you guys remember back to Nigel crashing somebody's car, you guys got the name, and it's a street name, obviously. I think. Didn't you guys get a street
Yes.
name off of the one guy? Yeah.
Yes,
So,
of the boss.
I'm trying to remember what his street name is. It doesn't matter. This guy has a middleman, which is how he got in touch with her. The middleman, August, you should have Streetwise, right?
I believe so. Hang on.
I have it
Yes.
also.
Yes, I do. I do indeed.
Awesome. Roll that for me real quick.
Oh. 2d10. Chuck a karma in as well. Because I can.
While you're rolling that, does anybody happen to have lock picking?
Yes.
Because I found a safe. We might want to take a crack at it.
8 on the streetwise.
Okay. You recognize the name. And he's a fixer type. Like, he doesn't do the bad stuff. He puts you in with somebody who does the bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For a lack of I think that, what did they call him in this, Mr. Ferguson or something like that?
Mr. Johnson generally, but we could call this guy a Fagin.
Well, no, so Shadowrun is Mr. Johnson. In 1879, I thought they had a different name that they were
Yes,
using.
it's Mr.
Fagin.
But
Fagin.
yes. Fagin. Yeah. Basically,
Okay.
he's a Fagin. His name is... Well, he goes by the name Lefty. Lefty Monroe.
That's one of the nicknames my dad gives their two dachshunds when they break out of the pen. He calls them Shifty and Lefty.
There you go.
Great, now it's Criminal Dash Hound.
So he's a fixer who put this guy put them in touch with the quote nun, how he's getting the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But it's another interesting person that you wanted to chase down at some point. All right, so let's see. That takes us back to, I think, Brad, I think. Oh,
Yeah, because we
goodness.
covered my
I
civil
accidentally clicked
engineering.
off of the thing. Yeah, so I think we're on your awareness. So on the awareness, the main floor, not the subfloor, the main floor is actually fairly well decorated and all that type of stuff. You found the one thing. There's several things here of value if you wanted to take them. I don't know if you want to take expensive furnishings. The upstairs, like, you can find the one guy's room because it's fairly neat and decorated, but the other adult humans' rooms, they're kind of slobbish. So it takes you a little bit of time to kind of look around stuff. You will find another... Come back here, dice. That's not helpful. You find another 17 pounds worth of money basically upstairs in people's rooms. I'm not sure that's what you were looking for, but you now have a safe and 17 pounds more. I'll come back to the safe. River, you find a lot of ammunition tucked around. Like a lot. Like, you don't find a lot of more guns, but you find more ammunition. Do you have any knowledge of ammunition itself? Or just like
If I can do an
gun
intelligence roll
knowledge?
on firearms.
Yes, do that.
Okay. Okay, so. $18.
18. This is not a store-bought ammunition type of thing. This is reloaded ammunition. This is black market ammunition.
Express rounds?
You're not totally sure right now off the top, but you do recognize this to not be standard. And you'd have to do a little bit more time in looking at it or take it to somebody else or take it out someplace and fire it to see what it does. Or at least part of the ammunition, not all of it, because specialty ammunition gets pricey right quick. But some of this is not your regular full metal jacket. All right, so those of you trying to get... Did I cover everybody inside the house other than we're at the safe? Yes?
Believe so, yeah.
I did have an astral sight of 23.
All
Was
right.
there anything additional that I
Who's
picked up from that?
Sorry, you did what now?
I had an astral sight of
didn't hear you.
23. Was there anything additional that I picked up
okay.
from that?
You pick up everything that Nigel had on that. And do you have magic theory?
I don't.
You don't. So you pick up everything that Nigel did. You're seeing this, and it's very unnerving. Like the big thing is that you feel almost dirty being here. It's that, like, clinging almost. And you're really, really kind of concerned.
It's
when I say it's clinging, I mean you feel as if like the shadows astrally are sneaking up and almost trying to stick to you.
It's Weymont, by the way.
Sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
Just
I'm
need
not
to
doing
point
anything
out, or
today.
we won't learn.
Oh. No. Please. I have messed up every word today, I think. So
am I able to locate their mage's room, and if they had any other, additional magic-y stuff in there?
see, that's it. There's no mage's room. None of these guys were mages.
So they hired out the wards, then it looks like. If
Yeah.
they
Hired
didn't
out
have
from
any.
someone who's
Which-
top class.
Or just crazy.
Someone's making some good money off of this. And
At the
then
very least,
they've been at this for a while.
At the very least, can I locate the bowl that they had the other tokens in? Because then we can give that to the peelers outside.
So, who's trying to get into the safe?
I can give it a go.
I will
I've
say
got
the
a lot,
safe
right?
is not magically trapped. Like they put all their money, so to speak, on the exterior, keeping people out. They pretty much assumed that inside was safe. So, which is not a bad assumption with how trapped it is on the outside.
Well, I will sit down with it and have a look, see if I can get into it. It might take me a few goes.
River, did you also have?
I do not have lockpicking.
Okay.
All
right,
13.
August.
13.
It's not bad. You didn't quite get it, but you felt like you were really close. You're like, click. Oh, I overclicked by 1. Damn it. Try again. But try again with a +2. Because you were really close. So you have a good idea of where to be.
So that's 2d8 instead of 2d6.
Oh,
Hopefully
damn it. I
the
shouldn't let you have anything with 8.
Hopefully
None
the
of you people
D8's
should
like
ever
you
roll
too.
8s. I hate Down with
Yeah.
D8s. And
One of
change
them
the name
rolled-
of the game to Down with D8s.
One of them rolled an 8 and one of them rolled a 3. So that's 10, 18, 19, 21.
You totally get into that safe. It's like August tries and it's just like not quite, and then goes, "Oh, I know how to do this," and just boom. Now there is a bunch of paper and stuff in that safe. There's some money too,
Man, you opened that
and
safe so
some
hard that some of the
jewelry
locks
and some stuff
outside
like
opened.
that. There's probably close to 150 pounds in here,
Oh,
maybe more. Like it's but there's also some paperwork stuff in there. Nigel, Weymont, Mont. You guys
Yes.
want to go look through that paper and see if anything catches your eye?
Well, as it happens, I would love to do that. I have a skill just for
Evidence
that.
analysis for other people.
Would knowledge
Yep.
Like
finance help?
August. Finance might help on some stuff, but not what I think. Well, at least not what Nigel's looking for.
Right, so just to let you know, my possible applicable skills are research, knowledge finance, knowledge history,
Research.
and
Research.
and like magic theory.
Yeah,
Try
I've got
research.
research and knowledge mathematics, so I'm assuming research would probably
would
be
try
my
research.
best too.
Research,
Yeah.
got it. Okay, so that would be 2d8 again. I really need to up some of these skills.
I've just rolled my evidence analysis with karma
Uh-huh.
on 2d8 plus a d6, and you'll be pleased to know I rolled all 1s.
25.
Well, I don't feel so bad about all my 1s earlier then.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to contribute. I got
Good
a 7.
D8. All right, what did you get, Weymont?
25.
25. Okay.
Nice. Making up for my...
Weymont, you have come up with a name. And you come from one of the Mage colleges. So
Mhm.
I need a perception real quick from you.
Like awareness? Or...
No, this is very much a perception. It's something whether or not you remember something.
Alright, so it's just like a perception check.
Yeah.
6. I rolled a 9.
Which is good, because this one wasn't super hard because you're the one who went to the Mage College. It doesn't have the word professor in front of it in this paperwork, but that is a professor at a certain Mage College that you attended, who may be the person who put all the words up here. And is being paid very generously to keep those words up to date.
Well, I will of course relay this to the rest of the group, and we can make a note of his name.
Hers.
Hers.
Now, that is one we will put to the police and probably to the Knights of the Grail when they get here.
Well, come on. You don't want River to interrogate. I'll start with the toes.
You're assuming you can get close to a mage of that high level.
Okay.
You can get close to anyone with ambush.
All right. Okay. With that, we are going to take a brief pause because Dragon needs to go OUT. Yes, Dragon, I'm going to take you. All right. I will be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since we're speaking of money, I need to figure out how much I've been paid since we started this whole debacle. Because I have not calculated that up.
Yeah, same.
Me neither.
Being an
Up
aristocrat,
again,
I just heard you add a huge amount of money to my cash and then just
Yeah,
not worry about it.
Well,
it's all right for you.
you're like made of money, so you know.
I've got like £2 and 5 pence written down on my character sheet.
Yeah, I spent
What?
most of mine on munitions.
This is my shocked face, if you could see it, obviously.
And seriously, anybody who's not wearing armor, get some of that. Because that's important.
Yeah,
I'm wearing some of that. It's only like 4, but you know.
Well, yeah, but that's 4 more than some of us.
It's one more than
okay.
me.
I could not afford any armor.
Well, that's why we got money now.
We have now.
That's
Remember,
what I'm
money
saying.
can buy goods and services.
So you get that now.
Shocking.
Did we
I
not
have
write
armor.
down how much we were getting paid for
It
like
was
our
7
regular
pence a day.
salary?
I think it was 7 pence a day.
Okay, well, we started on July 2nd, so one. Oh, then we jumped to the 16th. So that's...
March 18th.
Oh, that was the real world date I see there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think officially we started on March 19th.
No, because we started doing interviews for the first day on the 18th. So you were correct the first time.
All right. Okay, cool.
And we are currently on April 23rd.
I think as well as putting the AP in, I think we need to put the cash in so that we remember about it going forward.
Alright, so if my count is correct, that's 25 days?
So 23rd of April.
I thought it was more than 7 pence a day. Because we were getting paid really well.
I think we got a bonus for a couple of bits.
We did get bonuses, and I still got to get to that.
No, it's 37 days.
37? Okay, then I really miscalculated there.
From Friday 18th
Oh, yeah,
of
no,
March
you're right, yes. Yeah, I missed one
to
of... Okay.
Saturday 23rd is 37 days.
Yep, no, looking back at my numbers, I see where I messed up. Okay.
It's alright. I just popped in a day. I just searched for days calculator on Google.
Oh, well, that'll do it too.
Yep.
Did you know that the base calculator that comes on with Windows can do the days too?
I did not.
Yeah, it's one of the selections that you can do.
Oh, yeah, so there is
cool.
a date calculator in there. How about that?
I only know that because of West Marches.
Every day's a school day.
Yeah.
Is that why I sleep all the time?
Well, now the trick is
Dragon
just
was a
remembering
good
how
boy.
much...
How much what?
How much we're getting paid every day, because we were trying to figure out what our actual pay has been up to this point.
I think it was 7 pence a day.
I'm sure it was more
Yes.
than pence. Because we were supposed to get paid really well.
But I think 7 pence a day was really well for initial stuff. But you guys have also gotten bonuses and shit too.
Yeah, I still got to figure out the bonuses.
Yeah, 7 pence a day is actually not a bad
Because-
wage.
Yeah, because for not being skilled laborers. Because we talked about that, and that's part of the reason we picked that number. I was trying to go
Excuse me?
all the way
I
back.
think we're pretty skilled now.
Well, you are now. You guys, but it actually, you guys have become very skilled. You guys could ask for a raise. I'm trying to find, because there was an initial piece of, I don't call it paper, but
It works out to about 8 shillings a week, which is a low social rank 2 low pay, which is
maybe
still...
it was shillings instead of. I'm trying to find the initial piece because I know I put it up in the chat. I'm just trying to scroll
Yes,
back.
I thought it was in shillings.
See, I thought it was in
Maybe
pence.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
I'm trying to scroll back that far.
Because pence is going to be pitifully small. But
Yeah.
I thought, I know we weren't getting paid in pounds per week, or per day or per week,
No.
but I thought it was in shillings.
It might have been shillings. Like I said, I am
Just-
scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Just looking at the numbers...
We have talked a lot.
Yeah, thank you for saving London, guys. Here's a shiny penny.
Yeah, right.
Woo!
Minus tax, obviously.
Aha.
One.
1 pence a day. 7 pence a day. Yep, that's the original one.
Yeah, I
Really?
thought it was
Well-
pence.
Yes, thanks,
Ju-
thanks, guys. Here's a shiny penny. That is what
Ju-
it says.
Here's 7 shiny pennies.
7 shiny pennies just for you.
Woo-hoo.
Just for the record, looking at the official numbers on it, the investigator class gets paid 8 shillings a week, which is about 7 pence a
do?
day. You do. That's what's listed in your income.
Oh my
Social rank.
blimey.
Social rank 2 low is 8 shillings, which is 48 pence.
All right, well,
Thank you.
we've made 259 pence from that then. And then what bonuses do we have?
If you can't remember, I'll give you just a number and we'll call it good. Because I would say you guys did really well on several of these. I can easily see where you guys have gotten, what, an extra £2, maybe more,
So,
in just bonus.
so it's 12 pence to a shilling, isn't it?
I have it's 240 pence to a pound.
Yeah, 240 pence to a pound.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
12 pence to a shilling, sorry. So actually, no, 7 pence per day is less than an investigator paid. I was doing my maths wrong because I was thinking 6 pence to a shilling. How foolish of me.
Right. So if we've got 259 pence for that, that's £1 and
Pound and 19 pence.
19 pence.
£1, a shilling, and 7pence,
Or you can do it that way too.
which is the correct way of doing it. Or a guinea and 7pence.
Oh, just give over with your guineas. We're not gambling. So it's 1, 1, and 7, was it, Joel?
Yes. I've just popped in the notes.
Ooh. So I've actually got £3 and 2 shillings before bonuses.
Yes.
Yes, in today's money, you could almost
So
buy
how do we feel about
a breakfast.
if he can't find it? How do we feel about £2 in bonuses per person?
That sounds fine.
Oh, £5.
You're almost rich.
I know, right? Still don't think I can afford a potion.
No, not even close. At some point, Morgana will have to be reminded to use to collect the pay.
Well, I'm going to share around what I've nicked off of the bodies and such.
Yes,
I was
me
going to
too.
say you found what?
I suppose I should
You found
ask.
several pounds. 16 downstairs, 16 or something.
I
Or is it
found
16 upstairs.
I found a total of 33 from what you gave
33.
me.
There you go.
So I suppose
And
I should
there's
ask, does
another
Morgana wants a share
150.
since she's independently wealthy?
Morgana will go out.
You're entitled to it. That's fine. We'll share it equally. But if you don't want it, then I'll share it, distribute it among the rest of the group so we can.
No, pass it round to everyone else. I think I have enough. Morgana may carefully hide her purse.
Now, I don't know if you're going to turn over the money from the safe or not.
I believe that was the plan.
Well, we'll figure out how much is there, and then let's. We gotta leave. We should leave the better part of it so the Bowies get their due, and we stay on their good side.
We could leave them the 33.
So just to check, how much do we all have each at the end of this? Because my maths is not good.
Well, that's what we're figuring out. So okay, so there's 150 pounds in the safe. We have 33 from everything else that we've gathered up.
Right.
Should we?
If
we're dividing it, if Morgana doesn't want to share, should we? If we're spreading around 4, should we nick 7 so that we're all taking an even 10, and then the rest leave for the peelers?
That seems reasonable.
£10 each. We've confiscated it for the good of the country. You understand?
Yep. Well, just, compensation for everything we have to do to heal and recover and tailoring and all that such.
It's true. There's a nasty tear in the sleeve of my suit where that guy shot me.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to fix all my new guns.
You're not going to keep those guns. The police are going to want those guns. Just going to tell you right now.
I'll keep the shotgun.
The police are going to want the shotgun. I'm just telling you, the police are going to want any weapons found in there.
You have £10. Go and buy a shotgun.
Yeah. Morgana will buy you one.
It's more the aspect of, trophy hunting. I've taken a gun from everyone.
I'm just saying the police want the guns from inside the place. Now, the ammunition, you could easily sneak some of that and the police won't be the wiser. But the guns they want.
Are they going to be worried about the one that I zapped with lightning? Because you can keep that one for a trophy.
The one that was zapped by lightning, which is a little melty, they probably don't care for.
I
Because
understand.
that's not going to do much gunning anymore.
I understand that in the wild, you do big game hunting, you get trophies, that sort of thing. But this is London, where people live. there are police who like to keep things called evidence as such.
Yes. And they know that there was gunfire, and some of them could possibly be even good enough to tell, because I can usually tell you a shotgun blast from a handgun. So they know there's a shotgun that was in there, because they were within a block away. So they're going to want the shotgun too. Now, if you want to argue with them, that's fine, and we can play that out. I'm just telling you that is what they're going to want. They will not have any accurate counts on ammunition. So you have a better chance of wandering off with some of those specialty rounds.
Although now there's at least one shotgun, but I mean, how did each of them have a shotgun? Because I'm betting they probably also had sidearms.
There's just the one.
Oh, okay.
There's just the one.
Well, the shotguns,
Sorry.
if there was just the one shotgun, that's the one I shot with lightning anyway.
Oh, that's right, you did. So that's the one that's melty. So they may not care. You might be able to keep the melty shotgun. I mean, it's melty. Don't shoot anything through a melty gun. That's bad choo-choo.
But you might be able to nick some knives and such off of them.
Do you want to take, a handful of those specialty rounds?
Oh yeah.
Or two, fill a pocket.
You can never have too many knives, Brad.
All right. You get 14 specialty rounds that you can, sneak out without anybody being the wiser.
Get out, Brad. Get out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have a knife yet.
All right. Does that get through all of the stuff that we need to find, look at, disperse?
And then I was just going to locate the bowl they had of other charms, and we can give that to the police so they can come in and do their thing.
Yeah, there's probably another 4 or 5 in there that they use to kids and things like that. So that they can go through. Why can I not type today? I can't speak. I can't type.
In the paperwork, is there anything about trade routes?
No. The nun might have more knowledge of trade routes, but that would be trade routes for human trafficking.
Children.
So, I don't know what good that does for you. Plus, she was not terribly talkative, but no, there are no real trade routes in this. He is a maker who sells. You can get in the paperwork. You can find dealers' names, I'm sure, or code names for dealers. But he doesn't actually distribute. He sells to somebody who distributes. He just makes the drug.
They don't track where it comes from, so they can't source it.
At least it's not anywhere in the paperwork. Now, whether somebody, he might know some of the stuff, that's possible. But he did not keep that part written down. Matter of fact, you're pretty sure that most of the stuff is, lefty. Who's lefty? In this case, because August has some streetwise, August knows who Lefty is. But everybody seems to have some sort of moniker rather than, except Professor Annie McCoffner. But she's not really a street person, so she doesn't have a street name. And technically, as far as I know, unless you guys want to tell me I'm wrong, putting wards on on a building is not illegal. So she didn't technically do anything illegal. She maybe should have asked some questions.
It was
I don't know if you
immoral,
guys
but
want to
not
talk to her
illegal.
about it. Right.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that. Putting wards on a building isn't illegal, sure, but putting a ward on a building that will explode the entire building if anyone walks into it is that
gotta be
sounds a bit
suspect at
sketchy.
best.
Yeah.
Yes, August, you can totally memorize with your memory thing. They are going to want paperwork if you have it because that goes into that evidence that they're going to use at court. But yes, you can totally memorize and then write down what you want to remember later if you want.
Cool.
So eventually, and I keep thinking, was her name Abby? Who is your knights person?
Hang on.
I would have to go back.
Yeah, I gotta go back and find her name. For some reason I haven't, but I've
Angela.
not gotten anybody's name. Angela.
Angela.
It was an A name. Angela will get out here.
Angela Kinnison.
And she kind of looks things over and then is like, I gotta make a phone call. And she basically calls in somebody better at dealing with those wards. And she kind of looks at you guys and like, you guys realize how bad that is for me to have to get somebody else to do it, right?
Oh, absolutely. But
Well,
yes.
use the name of the one that did it.
Yeah, well, definitely hand over that information. So
Yeah, she's like, what the Hades was going on inside that building?
Very bad
Right.
things.
And then she kind of like almost zones off for a second and kind of spins around and goes, Blessed Mary, Mother of Saints. What in the... And she just kind of trails off. And I'm not going to make you two roll for it, but Nigel and Weymont, she's astrally checking this stuff out, and it's just really dawning on her how bad the juju is here.
Pretty
Like, this
terrible,
is-
isn't it?
Yeah, do you have a priest on speed dial too?
I'm going to get one. And she starts looking over at Nigel. Yeah, maybe you don't go anywhere until I get that priest. And don't touch me. I'll be right back. And she kind of walks off. Weymont, Nigel, you guys want to astral and look at Nigel?
Sure thing. You want to roll for that?
Sure. Because touching dice is fun.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
I'll say I'm sure we're all kind of, covered in the stinky. Yeah, I got an 8.
You got an 8. So, yeah, everybody's kind of covered in the stinky, but Nigel is... Weymont, you'll notice that Nigel's is worse. For some reason, and you're not sure exactly why, Nigel's is worse. Like, it's not just like clinging to his shoes and on his hands. It's like creeped up his arms and up his legs.
Where did you go? What did you do?
What did you touch?
Not gonna lie, Nigel, this looks pretty bad.
Looked around on the people we took down. That was about it. That was different from anybody else.
Well, to get it all the way up your arm, you must have
Yeah.
touched something. You must have put your arms in something.
Magical theory.
Yay, another magic theory test. I'm going to be able to put this up again soon.
I was helping the kids. Maybe it's from off of them because they were so coded in it.
That's very possible.
I've got about 7 notches in magical theory now.
Or dragon's mad.
18.
18.
Mhm.
So if you can't determine that he touched something very different, although the kids is a good possibility because he's had more contact with them than any of you guys right now. If it's not that, then it's something about him is attracting it in specific. And you know that his magic is somewhat different than yours. And you get to thinking about it. Annie, start thinking about what Miss McGuffner taught. And you're thinking it has to do with the type of magic he uses.
Maybe it's about the type of magic you use. But it is magic. Let's not kid ourselves anymore.
Ah, yeah, there, take that.
And there's also, he threw around a lot more magic than you did.
Well, importantly,
You
the only
too.
magic I cast in here was, well, a barrier spell.
Shield.
And broke the one guy's mind.
That was outside.
Well, that was outside the building.
You mine broke inside the building too.
No, I don't think so.
The one that Morgana was fighting.
Yeah.
You may have,
May have then, yes.
but basically you have like 2 spells inside.
Yeah. How many spells did you cast inside, Nigel?
Oh, a lot. Let's put it this way. I'm currently carrying 28 strain from spells.
A lot.
Which translates in role-playing terms of a lot, and I'm very tired.
Yeah. If I did not have durability from going up, from increasing, I would be unconscious.
Well, certainly it seems to have been attracted to perhaps your particular brand of magic, or perhaps it was because you had cast so many spells and your mental defenses were slightly lower than they would normally be. But whatever's happening in here seems to like you a lot.
Well, we should probably all get purified anyway. I want to look after
yes.
the kids too. How are the kids doing?
Physical, emotional, or
mostly
magically.
where are they, and are they being tended to?
So there's a couple of officers who have kind of got them grouped together and have given them blankets. They didn't. I don't know how well modern police officers do things like they'll even carry toys in cars just in case like they come across a kid and they need it or something like that. Most of those have blankets, and I don't think that the Victorian era that they carried a lot of that stuff.
I strongly doubt that.
Yeah, so like a few of the officers have like handed over like their jackets and things like that to put on some of the kids because they seem shivery even though it's not that cold. They, somebody's talking about trying to get them some food. Several of the children are very food interested. Like, yes, they would like food. There is some, I'm going to give you this without even like making you roll for it unless you want to roll for it. There seems to be some talk about like what to do with them. Like pretty much taking their statements and putting them in some orphanage. Seems to be the current plan of action.
River will go to the kids and share out her trail rations.
They gobble it down like it's their last meal. Like one of the officers says something like, "Don't give them too much. I don't know if their stomachs can handle it." Says something about seeing starving people in India and overeating and.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If Morgana's head is cleared some, she may go and make a couple. We know where there is now a phone in the area. She may go and make a couple of phone
Yes.
calls and see about getting them into a decent charitable orphanage institution rather than just the nearest one the police can find.
What do you have? What do you have that might help you think of a place? Do you knowledge nobility or knowledge something?
Let me see. I have Secrets of the Aristocracy, though that could go to very dark places. Diplomacy, but it'd be probably the Secrets of the Aristocracy would be a good place to know about.
Yes, there's about somebody who's funding something that's of worth. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Because a 13.
That's good enough. You happen to know of this lady who your brother knew, whose sister has been helping to fund some newfangled orphanage that's supposed to let the kids stay until they're 16 and help them get educations and place them with with jobs and skill sets and stuff.
Morgana will reach out through her web of contacts to help organize that, and we'll probably put up a certain amount of money for funding of that as well.
Awesome. The police some of them are kind of meh, but there's a few who seem really appreciative because there's not a lot of good options for children who you can't find the home. Some of them may actually have parents that are still there.
Yes, and equally,
that's almost impossible.
Once we've got them there, we can ask them questions and find out about their parents, because it did sound like some of them were kidnapped. So we might be able to reunite them with their parents, but also we might just be able to give them a chance at. They've had a horrible thing happen to them. We can now give them a chance of having something much better happen to them for the rest of their lives.
And some of the orphanage type places aren't much better than what you just rescued them from.
Exactly.
So, but the one you know of is a very nice place. So yes,
I will.
Whether they can be reunited or not,
I will take a.
But this is a much better life. Yeah. Sorry.
I will take a small amount of Morgana's funds for making a donation to help make this all happen as quickly as possible. Yeah, £50. £50 should be enough to see everything, right?
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
It's a good job your brother set up something for you, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
For her causes.
All right. Brad has a very good idea. Nigel's going to do a recovery test. Because you guys have a little bit of downtime before Angela comes back with a priest. And I need to see how good he can do.
I'm just doing that with my bookkeeping, so.
I would quite like to go and visit a hospital to get some of the shot removed before I make any more healing tests, please. At some point, but we can do that later.
How come my dice didn't roll like this when I was trying to kill you? That's what I would like to know.
Because
I got a 29 to purify some stuff. So you guys are all cleaned off, and then he's working on perception, awareness checks. Just to see if you overhear what he says to Angela.
Sorry, is that everybody doing awareness checks?
Yes. Anybody who wants to overhear what the priest says to Angela.
Oh, yeah.
Would be a good idea to hear that. I can imagine.
You don't have to. I'm just giving you the option.
I mean, hey, if there's a stroke, if there's a notch for my awareness in it, I'll do it.
There you go.
Good lord.
That's a 20.
What are we doing today, Dice? $30.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez Louise.
I was over here happy with my 29. Okay. Let's roll the night, and it's to fix you guys. What is with that?
30.
I got 2 30s and a 20, a 12. Who am I missing?
Morgana got an 8, which I thought was quite a good roll.
Well, everybody but Morgana.
She's still a little hungover.
She got some fuzzy head.
Yeah.
Over here, the priests say that he's not sure what demons were trying to get you guys, but he's gotten the demons away from you all. But he doesn't even think that he can clear this area, at least until they stop whatever is attracting the demons. So basically, they need to get the wards removed before he can even try. And he seems very concerned, as good as he is, and as much as, he loves God and God loves him, blah, 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 that he's not sure he can get this cleared up, even after they get the wards gone. Like, now, he doesn't use the terms like astral and magic theory type terms. He's using theological terms like, demons, and he all but calls it a gateway to hell. And he is super concerned about being able to make it go away. And he is very much whispering this because he doesn't want to scare everybody else. After he cleanses everybody, Morgana and the police, you guys get done chit-chatting with them. Angela says that you guys can go home. It's going to be a little bit of time before they get somebody up there or somebody's and get all the wards taken off. And she doesn't think you guys need to just stay out here for a day or two while they're figuring it out. And she basically says, you guys look beat and tired. Go home. Get some rest.
Go visit our medium friend first.
Yeah, I think we can do that on the way back.
All right. Anybody
Morgana will
going?
go and we'll go along with that. We'll go and thank her landlady first.
Who is just like, what the heck? Like, because this is a lot of police activity going on right now. And for the rest of the day into the night. She does hope that this doesn't stop you guys having children soon. And you guys know you're welcome to stay here. I mean, you're paid for the end of the month anyhow. So. But don't let that scare you into having children.
Morgana will probably realize what she'd said inside the building at this point and blush and make excuses, and then thank her for the very kind offer and
escape as quickly as possible.
Yes.
All right. Who else going to see James the medium other than River?
Morgana will go along on that. Yeah, if we can catch up.
I think we can all
head
probably
north as well.
go.
Is
for
everybody
that.
going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes sense, but then I want to go via the Boojum Hospital.
I mean, if nothing else, we're going to make sure the kids know that stuff have been dealt with.
Oh, you guys going to tell the kids?
Yeah,
if
if Morgana needs to stay around long enough to sort that out, she'll stay to sort that out.
Oh, I mean in the ghost kids.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're gonna tell the ghost kids. The other ones, the police can kind of, since they know about where they're supposed to be going, and you made some phone calls, so someone's gonna come down, so that should be pretty easily taken care of without her sitting there on top of it. So you guys go to James's flat. You guys knock on the door. It doesn't seem like anybody's answering at first. and then the door opens, but you don't see anybody.
Oh, that's reassuring.
That'll be one of the ghost kids, I'm sure.
Not exactly. It doesn't take much. You realize that because he's in the chair. James is asleep. Like he is out.
I think we should
And-
probably just leave him a note.
Yeah.
Who's trying to leave the note? This is important.
River will leave the
Let it be
note.
Weymont. It needs to be Weymont. I'm just saying. It's funnier. if
Weymont
it's
probably
Weymont.
Weymont probably has the best handwriting. He's got
Yeah,
a history in
definitely.
academia.
So Weymont, you're trying to write the note, and you can feel the pen being jerked around while you're trying to write.
Oh, what the heck?
All right, we might need
And-
him awake
and-
for this to translate for us then.
No.
Oh no, it's writing something. It's just annoying Weymont. Weymont, you feel almost like it jabbed you, like an elbow to the kidney range jabbed you. Like it's not enough to like damage, but just annoyingly hurt, right?
Why do these ghosts hate me so much? What have I done?
Well, it's just
Oh.
the one who happens to write "kids gone." It's very shaky, in part because the first part seems to be him fighting with Weymont for the pen. But kids gone, James sleep.
Well,
But
I think
yes,
we
you
can
feel
just...
like the ghost is actually like spending energy to poke at you because I guess you sat in his chair many moons ago. But all of you guys in here have not woken James. James is out. You can now write whatever you want because the pen has the quill has been put down now.
So, what do you want me to write?
I don't know.
Just basically, just the situation has been dealt with.
Okay, I'll write that. There you go. Now, let's go.
Yes.
Before we go, River will carefully pick James up, move him to his bed, and tuck him in.
That is incredibly sweet. He does not stir. But you actually almost feel like certain ghost that doesn't maybe like Weymont is like patting your hand nicely, like good job type of thing.
Well, can't have him waking up with a crick in his neck.
All right, so now Boojum Hospital.
Yeah, everybody doesn't have to follow me there. I just want to go and, make sure that the where he got shot isn't, going to get infected and crazy things like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of a work expense, so might as well go get checked over too.
Fair enough.
So yeah, they clean everything up. They bandage you. You feel a lot better. They repeatedly tell you that you're obviously a very tough person and very lucky because it doesn't seem to have seriously damaged any organs.
Good to know.
But you get all kind of patched up.
Excellent.
They might even give you some antibiotics for the next week to make sure that you don't have any infections or anything like that.
Cool.
Do they have antibiotics at this point? I think
Yes.
they do.
Yeah,
They have some.
Real world history, they didn't, but penicillin has been invented earlier in 1879.
Okay, so yeah, basically you get some moldy bread. Not exactly, but yes. All right,
Well, moldy lemons.
moldy lemons maybe. So You guys kind of make the news, except for it's listed as the agency. Agents from.
Which is fine.
That'll do me.
But it does make the news that basically stopped and saved these children. It's kind of a feel-good type of story, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
It is also, which would probably make Morgana happy, opening up some conversations about what to do with street urchins and orphan children, because it is somewhat of a social problem. But it does bring up some discussions about that, even in the like House of Commons and stuff like that. So
Excellent.
shed some light. Yeah, I thought Morgana might like that.
Oh yeah, the House of Commons. That is one way to ensure that nothing will ever be done about it.
Well, you know, Morgana's brother has a seat in the House of Lords, so
Maybe he can help push and poke from there.
Oh, that means I have to actually go.
yeah, but you're allowed to
Seriously?
sleep in the House of Lords.
Oh yeah, fair point.
He can send a note. I take it River is now going, after she feels a little bit better and rested, is now going shotgun shopping to find a good shotgun. And then River went shotgun shopping.
You know, Morgana might buy her one as a present at some point.
I mean, she'd probably go
Okay,
and learn
so-
how to craft firearms because that covers making bullets too.
Wait, what now, River?
The craft firearms covers making
Uh-huh.
bullets too. So
Reloading is a thing, but you gotta be super, super careful. Or bad things happen, like you can lose your hands. It is a whole thing. You guys all get a note, basically, that says that basically a thank you from Miss Price for helping James. And to take a few days off, you deserve it. So, other than resting, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think I will emulate James and sleep and heal.
Yeah, it's a good thing. No
Have a rest.
lasting problems.
Have a rest. Read a book.
Read a book. No. There's a song. It's not a nice song. All right. Yes. No. Reading a book is good. What you reading a book on? Is it just for the fun of reading, or is it I'm reading about something?
I mean, I think given the amount of weird magic stuff we've come up against recently, it might be worth my while to just go through my old magical theory books.
It is not a bad idea.
And
If you
brush
don't
up on
have
all
it, go buy some armor.
that. I've got
Buying
armor.
some armor.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying to the group, if you don't have it, go buy some armor.
And how much
You
does
got
that
money.
cost?
Depends on what you want. It can range from, let's see. Here, you know what? Let me just do this. I will copy the
You could
armor
always buy
table.
like a full suit of plate armor.
You could.
Really
There
wants-
are stats for that. But yeah, there you go. I'll post the armor chart in the chat, so you can see the statistics and the costs.
Be fine if you
Cool.
did that. Like the intimidation factor alone.
Yeah, but it'd be really hard to sneak.
Listen, if you're wearing a full suit of plate, you're not sneaking.
Also, it's 300 pounds for that.
That is how you flush your cash.
Yeah, that was one of the main things I bought with my starting funds was a silk
Full set of
ballistic
plate mail?
vest. No, a silk ballistic vest. So I had some armor.
Yeah, couldn't afford that at startup.
Yes, you
funnily
can. You
enough.
just got 10 pounds.
No, at startup.
Oh, it's startup. Okay.
Couldn't afford Jack at startup,
You, you can now. That's fine.
but I can now.
Yeah, someone has given you some money.
How dare they?
You may not be able to afford a healing potion, though, because those are 15 pounds.
I can just afford a healing potion, but nothing else. I think I will
15
buy some armor.
£15 for a healing potion. Why is it so expensive? Does it sing? Does it dance? Is it made of gold?
It's
Yes.
super rare.
It shouldn't be.
All right, I'm looking in the notes to try to find the nuns, who the nun worked for. I know you guys got a name, and for some reason I can't find his name.
Yeah, for some reason we didn't write it down in the notes.
Okay, because I couldn't find it. It was a street name. I will put it in the notes.
Yeah, Morgana will actually get hold of people's measurements and commission a whole set of silk ballistic jackets for everyone because we keep getting involved in this sort of thing.
I've already got one, so I'm good, but yeah.
Right, sure.
I should be fine. Whatever armor I've got gives me 4. Can't remember what it was exactly, but I've got 4 out of it.
You've got a cotton ballistic vest, then.
Mm-hmm.
But just for good measure, I'm going to put the healing aids in the chat, too.
Oh, I might buy myself
There
a
we go.
booster potion then if Morgana's
Yeah,
dealing with the yeah.
And if there's anything else anybody wants, I've got the book up. Oh, what was the ammunition that River got?
I was going to have to look it up because I wasn't sure what you guys had, or if I could just. Well, I can always just give it whatever I want.
There are
Express
Express
rounds
rounds?
and Gyarados.
Yeah, not going to be the Gyarados because those are like rocket propelled stuff.
Yeah, the gyro jets. I was just learning about the actual ones that were done in
Yeah.
the 60s. And there's the coolest video ever. I was very disappointed. My dad already knew about these things. But if you want to see, Brandon Herrera got a hold of a gyro jet, and it is the coolest thing to watch because it's a pistol. It looks like a pistol, but it's actually a rocket launcher because what looks like the ammunition is rockets. So what happens is that instead of setting off a pin that would then set off the powder to send the projectile, it basically starts the rockets. And the rockets are set at an angle so the barrel itself is smooth. It's not grooved to cause the twirl. The rockets are set at an angle which causes them to twirl. And he also found out why it didn't continue. Dad already knew. I was so sad. Apparently, about 1 in every 5 shots, it malfunctions horribly. So he was shooting it, and it glitched. And then they thought it was okay. That was just like, okay, that's weird, right? And then they had the slow motion cameras and everything because they were playing with this thing. And the glitch was the barrel is held in by like a tab, and the tab broke. And so the one rocket actually wedged in there, and so you see the barrel come out of this pistol with the rocket kind of at the back of it. So it actually launched the barrel out of the gun, which, by the way, not good.
Ooh.
Healthy. But it was the coolest thing ever, but they don't work terribly well. So we'll make them express rounds. That work? You have 14 express rounds.
Okay.
Now understand, and I flat out told you, these were somebody made. These are obviously black market. Somebody made them. And you always have to be very careful if you're not doing your own reloading before you touch anybody else's reloaded.
Yes, I'm well aware of that fact.
I'm assuming these are express rounds for rifle,
Yes.
so that you can use them. Okay, then here is
Yeah.
the stats for what express rounds do for the rifle.
Plus two
It's slightly
steps
different.
to damage and plus 1 step to extra damage.
Yep.
So, are they called express
Which,
rounds because they get there quicker?
Yeah, they're also known as
Um,
hollow points.
No.
Yes.
We won't well, we could discuss hollow points. There's a reason why you don't really want a hollow point. You would rather actually have like a starfire round, but that gets into stuff that you guys probably don't want to talk about.
Flechette rounds.
What?
Flechette rounds.
So
Where-
hollow points sometimes malfunction because they'll get soft tissue stuffed in them, and then they don't open up properly. Whereas like a starfire has like a ceramic cap, so that you don't have that, and they're scored so that they will open up. It's a thing. Never mind.
Well,
Easy
there's
talk.
also the ones where that you make them where they're like petals for the bullet, and then once they hit, they automatically just fragment as they are and just go everywhere.
Yeah, those are interesting. I've seen there's a variation that they were showing, and they have it in where they're shooting into this ballistic gel, so you can actually see like the patterning it makes and stuff. And some of those are we will refer to that as wicked. Yeah. Wicked. So all right, so we have everybody healing up. We have Weymont reading a book. We have a few names. We have Richard, the ghost that lives with Weymont, or with James, still doesn't like Weymont. I have put some AP up, which I think is good AP for the last game in this game. Everybody happy so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Any questions or anything that we need to before we go and say, so now what are you guys up to?
I'm checking to see if I have enough to go up a professional level.
You might.
I very likely do, given where we're at here. So,
I was
figuring
going to
out.
say, I think I've been generous enough.
So wait, how
And
much
you guys
AP?
also have some money so that you can afford training and stuff.
Well, it was mostly just having, gone through enough stuff to rank things up.
Oh, there's that
So-
too.
So, yeah.
So how much AP in total do we have? I've got here 5,860.
7450.
7,450.
And possibly more if you've gotten some extra pieces here and there.
I don't believe I
Because
have.
I know I did it. Well, we'll have to fix that. Are you sure
I
that
don't.
nowhere in this you haven't gotten?
I don't
Huh.
recall
Mm.
anything particularly special. Perhaps I should increase a skill.
I've got several skills that I can increase.
Yep.
How many notches do you need in a skill to increase it again?
So whatever your current rank is plus 1.
Right, so I've got more than enough to increase magical theory like 3 times.
Well,
So-
because then
Weymont,
it starts over at the next one. So like if you're at rank 3, then those tags clear, and then you would have to go up to an additional 4 tags.
Right, but I've currently got 7 tags sitting in it.
Okay, well, what rank are you in now?
2.
Okay, so yeah, you go to 3, then that would give. So you could increase it twice.
Right.
You have an extra at least 100 Weymont that I've found so far.
Okay.
Oh, so I didn't find any.
I just highlighted his that I just saw. January 14th. Extra 100 AP for Weymont for risking his life to save someone.
Oh, that one didn't come up in the search that I just did. Oh well, never mind. Cool.
Mm.
I'm looking.
So ignore my post in the chat then.
See, now I'm not seeing much for August, and I know August is really great stuff. So where am I not seeing cookies for August?
I've had an extra 200 because I've kept a note of it separately.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and share the relevant
Oh,
charts
there's one for August. Yeah.
increases here.
I'm trying to see if there's any more for Weymont that I've missed.
Oh.
Well, I think I'm going to put my magic theory up to 4. So I'm going to go and hunt down the thing for that.
And here is what you need for. Actually, hang on. I don't think anybody's high enough to go up tier yet.
No, Morgana's at 3, but it's still a little way off 4. And
Yeah,
you need to
I'm
get
a
to
long
5 to
way
go
off.
up a tier.
I'm
Yeah,
a long way
I'm-
off going up a
So.
tier yet.
Right.
So
well,
there's
in
the
any case,
requirements for the.
where did you post these things? Let's have a look.
I think Morgana will get conversation up to 4.
Right. So
And
magical
first
theory
impression
is
up to 4.
core skills, so that is 4. Sorry, skill rank is 2, so it's 200 plus 300, which is 500.
Joel,
Yeah,
can you pop through and give us a hand?
sure.
Remember to mute yourself though.
Yeah, I was.
So
Right, so I put my magic theory up to 4. I still have 1,750 AP. I should probably get something else. But I don't have enough notches and things yet.
Yeah, this is where we get to do the fun part of counting.
Counting?
Ooh, putting awareness up is going to cost a lot.
For those of you listening at home, this is what leveling up looks like.
Basically.
Sounds like.
It is like math.
Okay, yeah, so I am not going to have enough to go up with all the skills that I'm increasing. I'm not going to have enough to go up to my next professional level, but I am going to increase the abilities that I do have significantly.
You must have put notches in an awful lot of stuff.
Well, I've increased my awareness to rank 5, so yeah, that's expensive. But we use that a lot.
I mean, I probably could, but I don't know how many times I've used it. I haven't been keeping track of it properly. I've only got 1 notch in it, despite the fact that it's at rank 3.
Which one?
Awareness.
Oh, you've used awareness much more than once.
Yes.
You could
yeah.
probably level awareness.
Yes, I'm gonna do that. I will level awareness up to 4 because
There you go.
there's no way no way I haven't used it and I've only used it once. So that's another 500. Or is it 300? No, it's 500.
Well, I wouldn't be able to get up yet because I need my core skill up.
56.
Yes. Morgana will have put up her conversation and her first impression. Because she uses those a lot.
Wise.
Those are good skills.
Well, we got the downtime. I'm guessing I could probably find some point to do an excuse to do a dispel just so I could rank that up.
Yeah, I'm sure you could practice.
So
Get Weymont to spell something and then you dispel it. You could practice that way.
And we could do it the other way around so we can both rank it up.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go. That seems logical, reasonable.
Cool.
What were you saying, August?
I was just going to say, based on the ticks that I've remembered to do, I've just put up my unarmed combat, avoid blow, and lockpicking in my profession skills, and I've put up my knowledge, building security, and my acting free skill.
Ooh, look at you rocking.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to maintain my firearms.
Oh, wait, I was raising that as a free skill, not as that. Okay, so I do have a little bit more. I still don't think I have enough to go up a professional rank, but I am ready to go up a professional rank now. I've got enough raises on my skills.
Yeah.
Oh. So you're going to go in and ask for a raise because you guys are now much better at this.
Would seem reasonable. Morgana can use her diplomacy on that if you want.
Is that what you guys want to do? I'm good with this idea.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because
All right.
we've got like newspaper articles about us now and everything.
Yeah.
And it turns out this is a much more dangerous job than you probably initially considered it would be.
Yeah, that hurt.
It's very exciting, but also
People
dangerous.
keep shooting at us.
I think
No,
that
don't get hit by
I
the
think that
shotgun.
that's something with Weymont. Like maybe people just don't like Weymont.
They're not
I
keen
don't know
on
why.
August either.
I have been nothing but polite since I got here.
Morgana thinks Weymont and August are both perfectly nice.
They are.
As long as you don't try to sit in somebody's
Okay.
chair.
Give her a good roll there, Morgana.
Well, you'll be glad to know there were no d8s involved in that, but I still rolled a 20.
You know what? All your dice are all going to go chill. Everyone's going to have to use the dice roller because that thing hates everybody, including me especially. No. A 20. Yeah, you guys are bringing in good money for the company. So what did we say? So £7 a day, or 7 shillings a day was the original.
£7 a day. Yes.
£7 would
please.
be awesome, but no. How much did that translate into a week? We said it was like a shilling.
6 shillings. No, sorry, 4 shillings a week.
4 shillings a week.
Which is distinctly lower than the average payment for an investigator, which is about 8 shillings a week.
I was gonna say, I think they're gonna double it then. You guys are gonna go up to 8 shillings a week. Because it wasn't gonna be that much, but you rolled a 20, so. 8 shilling. All right. And then I'm going to highlight that so that we don't lose it.
Oh, not in blue.
Now it's giant in blue, not in blue. Love blue.
Yeah, that's really hard to read. There we go. That's better.
We'll turn to a lighter blue. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. But now it should be easy to spot if we're scrolling.
Cool.
All right.
I think what we should do is, like, we've got the AP and the total AP. We should just put a the amount of cash that we've generated to pick up at the end of underneath the AP section as well, so it will help remind people to, I guess.
Increase their funds.
Yeah. Yeah.
That work?
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, for those of you listening at home, we have a Google Doc that's shared that people can put notes in, and we just moved AP, total AP, and now there's a total pay to date line. Because technology isn't all bad, just mostly. It's not mostly bad, I know that.
Technology's fine.
It's the people using technology that are a problem.
No, see, like, I got a phone, and it's got a stylus, right? And of course, I lost the stylus in the house. I knew it was somewhere in the house, but I couldn't find it. I looked for 2 weeks, couldn't figure it out. Because the stylus is Bluetooth, it's $50 to replace the bloody thing.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Goodness.
And then I find out that the Bluetooth is not even something I use. Like, if you have like a projector and you want to flip through like a slideshow, you can use it to do that, right? And I think there's one
Yeah.
other thing that the Bluetooth does, and I'm like, why $50 for something that who's flipping through a slideshow with their stylus? Like, what do you do?
Yeah,
Darn
I've
technology.
got a stylus on my phone and my tablet, and it's got what's called air actions, and I've never managed to figure them out, so I just use it to write on the
Right?
screen.
That's what I use mine for.
Yeah.
And playing Sudoku so I can hit the correct box, because sometimes my fingers don't want to hit the things properly.
Hmm.
So I'm using it for so much wonderful things. I can get
Yeah.
replacements that are not Bluetooth for, I think, like $7-8 a piece,
Hmm.
and they work just fine. Just so you know, I've yet to figure, like, air. All right. So yes,
Andy,
yes.
I have just about one of every category of gun so far. I got a rifle. I got the medium revolver, heavy pistol, pump action shotgun.
You need a Derringer. You ever shoot a Derringer?
They suck.
They are not fun shots. I'm just gonna. They are, especially in like this type of time period. They are, even still today, they are not exactly the most accurate thing ever. They're really sad,
It
and
just
they
seems a
are
lot
not
closer than I
fun
want
to
a bullet
shoot.
to my hand.
It's you might as well put the bullet in your hand and throw it at people. It's about as good as that works. But so it's a very, very tiny little thing that puts, like, some of them do like a 38 special and things like that. They are not fun to shoot. Nope. Oop.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother with getting a light pistol.
It's not a revolver for medium to use on mediums. It's a revolver for mediums to use.
Sorta. So
You know.
one of the common range commands is fire at will. And of course the joke being, what did Will do to you? Why do you hate Will so much? Like, yeah. So
One of
medium
the people.
revolvers that we choose to shoot the medium with. It's fine.
Me and
I'm sure
Mythras play.
James won't like it, but
Me and Mythras know a Willard among our role-playing friends over here, so we sometimes shoot at him.
I can't use the heavy pistol yet.
gotta up your strength a little bit.
Yep. Gotta get to 14 strength, so up it twice.
That is a really high strength.
Yeah.
All right. So, sounds like most of you are kind of done with leveling up a bit.
Yep.
Is anyone going to look into... That's a good idea. I will give you Miss Price's birthday.
Oh yeah, and everyone else's as well.
Well, they have to find out their own birthdays. I don't know their birthdays.
Yeah.
April
Miss
7th.
Price I can roll.
You know, the characters rather
I
than the
think that's
players.
my
You know.
mom's. I think April 7th is my mom's.
Did you
Miss
know that
Price
if you
is
get
October,
20 people in
baby.
a room, there is like about a 50-50 chance that two of them will have the same birthday?
Really?
Statistics
Yeah.
is fun.
October 2nd. And you guys said a D30 is useless.
I've just rolled my D30.
No one said a
Well,
D30 is useless.
Not necessarily useless, just limited in use.
Depends on how much you get to play Dungeon Crawl Classic.
You know, last year at Gen Con, they were selling like the core book paperback for like $10 for a Dungeon Crawl Classic.
I will say this.
And
I
even,
actually
Yes.
hate Dungeon Crawl Classic. Hate
do
it.
you? I haven't had a chance to look at it so much. And for $10, I'm like, you know, in case World War III does happen and the apocalypse happens, I'll have time to read it then.
Hate it.
So for $10, I bought it to put on the shelf.
It is a fun.
It's just old school D&D, isn't it? Basically.
No.
I thought I thought no.
No, you
All right,
you
what-
start
what-
off at it is probably the most fun way to create characters ever.
Each to their own. Hard
So-
disagree.
Pro con. Apparently it's fun to, for some people it might be fun to make the characters. What do you not like about it? In a nice way, not a mean way, but
I don't like the fact that you essentially create 4 level 0 characters and then go and watch them all die except for one who gets to be level 1.
oh, so it's a lot like old D&D.
It's yeah.
Well, you play all 4 characters simultaneously.
Which is
And-
one of the things I don't like
That
about
seems
it.
like it would be painful for the GM.
No,
Because
because
I mean, if you have like 4 players and 4 characters, that's 16. It's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, it's 16 level 0s. Like, they have no hit points. You look at them wrong, they die.
For those of you playing at home, you may notice that this is absolute nonsense.
And then instead of like you're rolling for all each character rolls, you use the highest roll from all 4 of your characters. So if you have a character that has a +2 in something, you use that.
Yeah, you know what? No.
The gong is fun.
Just no.
I can see circumstances where it would be a perfectly reasonable game for that sort of old school everybody dies because you stood on the wrong tile type dungeon crawling. But that sort of game is not for everybody.
Correct.
Yeah.
I finally got to play in an old school D&D because I started back with AD&D. Okay. And
Right.
I own some of the pamphlets, but I've never gotten to actually play. And there was one game where this one guy had to make a new character just to start because his character had died last time. And during that game, he died like 2 more times. So he went through 3 characters. And I decided it's just not my gig. I like character creation, but I like because it's not hard to create characters in it because it's 6 and you put them in order and then it's making a character doesn't take long, but I like coming up with their backgrounds and all this other stuff, and there's like almost no point because there's a good chance you could die 3 times tonight. So
This is what I'm
so I decided that
saying.
it was not my gig.
I'll just say, for the benefit of any of our listeners, if you like the tropes of D&D but want to play a game with a good system, but with still a lot of that sense of the world and deadliness, Earthdawn is available from Fassa Games.
It is. I'm not going to say that it's a bad system. I will say that because I mean it created the entire tabletop RPG universe. But I think sometimes we're just drawn to different types of systems for different things. It's kind of like I really love the storyteller system because it's very role play driven. I do. I think Earthdawn is also very role play driven. I think it's one of the few systems that in 1879 that tried to make the system push role playing. Not just you could have skills that aren't combat, but what's the point? No. You have to have skills that aren't combat. Flesh out the character, give them some hobbies and something outside of I hit it with a gun type of thing.
Well, that
So,
and
yeah,
also
I
make
think-
the mechanics match the setting.
Yeah, like I like
That.
Pathfinder and stuff, but like that's a super crunchy system, and
I don't think Pathfinder's all that crunchy.
You really? Because it has rules for everything.
Yeah, but I mean,
So
you don't have to use them all like that. Like, what I find it is that it is still somewhat too based on the idea that you advance by destroying monsters. And so with systems that push the destroying of monsters as your XP advancement system, I think it doesn't push as much role play.
You can
If
get
that makes
XP for
sense.
other things. You know.
You can. I do. But the way the rules are written, it doesn't feel like that's the push in it. If that makes sense. To me.
Yeah, you have to have a GM.
Very high role play.
You have to have a GM who is doing that actively rather than just following
Right.
what's written in the books.
Right. That my personal opinion on it. Now I'm running the quote God Baby game that's on year because we got shut down during COVID for 2 years, so we're on year like 4, I think. Is a high role play Pathfinder first ed game. So, but I don't feel like the system as it's written pushes that as well as some other systems. Personal opinion. Ooh. Morgana's gonna go get some cool stuff.
Cool stuff. Everybody likes cool stuff. I like cool stuff.
Everybody likes cool stuff. But yeah, I mean, the one good thing about tabletop role-playing games at this point in the universe is for whatever play style or GMing style, there is a system out there for you.
Yeah.
Whatever you're looking for, what genre, system-wise, somebody's made it, and you can get your hands on it. So I think that's awesome. And for those of you who've seen pictures of my gaming library, you know that I have a lot of it sitting on shelves. Because I will be totally set for the apocalypse. I will have enough gaming material for at least a few decades. And many painting stuff to do. I have a lot of that to do too. All right, so for me, what is it you guys do? Are there any of those leads that you picked up that you guys particularly want to start looking into? Or are you guys just going to take the downtime and then see what your next job offer is.
Take the downtime.
Because you have.
We need it.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
no, but after the downtime, are you going to start looking into Lefty, the Nun, Professor Anne, Wildcat Jones, any of those people? Or
we
is
ought
this kind
to.
of we put a pin in it? And
Look,
are just looking for what the next.
I'm sure it'll come up. You know?
It probably could come up, yes. Because remember, you all made the news. Or at least your firm did.
So
I'm
now
gonna-
there'll be people out there thinking about it.
I'm going to start putting some feelers out, so to speak, to see if I can find out any more about them. But I'm not going to be doing it sort of actively, if that makes sense.
No, I like that.
Okay.
That's perfect. Give me 3 separate, well, possibly 4, depending on how you want to look at it. So there's Lefty, there's the quote Nun, not Nun. There's Wildcat Jones, Professor Anne McCoffner. You'll have a harder time with Streetwise, but
Yeah.
you can do a Streetwise on all 4, and then put a number in who you're looking into. And I will get back to you with more information as your people get back to you.
I will make the rolls and pop them in the chat for you.
Awesome.
On the Professor,
Morgana
I don't
use-
think is one so much for us to follow up on. That's more, let's give that name to the
Well-
Grail Knights.
And that is a thing. But
Because,
that
high
doesn't
level
mean that you
mage.
can't, because Weymont goes to the school, or did go to that school.
I'm an alumni.
So you technically could. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything.
Mm.
But I just need to know if people are looking into stuff, what they're looking into. All right. So how long downtime do you guys need? 1 week, 2 weeks? I don't know how long you need for training and stuff.
Couple weeks. Should do it.
Couple weeks.
Well, I raised. I mean, is anybody actually going up a professional tier? Or professional level? Because that only takes a week.
No, nothing.
Otherwise, I'm just increasing ranks on skills, so I don't need. I probably need like 3 days for that.
I don't.
So
think
we're looking at
so.
about 2 weeks. Let some people get healed up, let them take some downtime and breathe, and then do some stuff.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There's also an interesting role and a good idea. I see that, Miss Morgana.
Yeah, I don't have any streetwise abilities, so if there's something research-wise you want to point me at, I can roll that. Actually, you know what? Could we have gotten a sample of whatever it was they were making? I'm just curious. I could maybe try physician or something, or see if we can figure out what it was.
It would be all
Getting the
over our
sample
clothes.
isn't that hard. It's all over your clothes. Finding out what it was, you're going to have to see if you can find somebody who's a chemist, probably.
A druggist.
An apothecary might, but maybe not. A chemist would be probably your best bet.
Does the agency have any contacts with chemists?
I can check. Give Miss Price a chance to see if she knows anybody. High or low?
Hi.
She knows one person, sort of. They are not a true chemist. However, they work with chemical stuff,
Well,
but
that
with a
sounds
magical leaning.
well. Given how
Um,
the things were going, that's probably more what we need is somebody who knows about chemicals but isn't an actual chemist.
and they will happily take like your coat or your sample and send it to them to see if they can figure something out.
Then yeah.
He knows what chemistry is.
Oh, now that's a very good one to think about looking into. The jewel thief who got away.
Yeah.
Which some people lost their jobs, which you can kind of feel bad for them because they probably didn't have much of a chance.
The first one to prove
Very late.
that River should just handle all the problem.
I refer you back to the Malcolm Salter's problems with a chainsaw gift that I put in the chat a few months ago.
I don't have a chainsaw yet.
Don't
So
worry,
the
nobody's
first thing you
giving you a
do is you cut
chainsaw.
off your left arm, and you would
That's
put a
fine.
chainsaw there. And
River solves her problems with a shotgun. It still scans.
People just need to remember the chainsaw was originally invented as a medical tool.
Yeah, and that is horrendously
so was
frightening.
super glue.
Yeah.
And super glue is a much better plan than the chainsaw.
The first
Yeah.
Depends what
go-karts
you
were
wanted to
powered
do.
by chainsaws. And I even joking about that. Somebody in my middle school did a report on go-karts. And yeah, apparently the first go yeah, no, it was on go-karts, and yeah, they said the first go-karts were powered by chainsaws.
Oh, as you'll remember, Sarah from the Henry Sarah jewel thief thing,
Yeah.
Sarah did not escape. Henry
Yeah.
did. Sarah is set to be hung. In a couple of weeks.
For thieving and stealing
Yep.
and pinching.
And embezzlement and all sorts of they killing people. Yeah, they because there's a bunch of guards that died and everything else. And since Henry's gone, she ends up taking all of the blame,
The
basically.
blame.
Henry's gone. The one businessman killed her other accomplice.
Yeah, and then he, right. So all right, Morgana got a 17 on that one. And I gotta tree. Cardiff. There we go. That's how it's spelled. All right. So I just put a small brief news section in here. So Sarah is set to be hung in 2 weeks. Well, I did not like the word hung. There it goes. Which will be about the time that you guys' break is done. And Henry's still in the wind. However, Morgana, you're hearing some stuff that makes you think that perhaps Henry is up to no good in Cardiff, Wales. Mostly what you're hearing about is some... Now, people aren't wanting this advertised, but that perhaps some jewelry is having the stones taken out and replaced. And so they're finding some fakes pop up in active collections that shouldn't... Like, that shouldn't happen. Like, I didn't take it someplace and drop it off and then pick it up and it was changed. As far as that person knows, it never left their house. But one time that's weird. 3-4 times that's huh. And since you know that Henry's good with jewelry, and there's this confusion over how did somebody get in, that type of stuff, there's just some stuff about it that makes you go, tricky Henry. Big danger on Tiger Bay. Yeah, that sounds correct. I didn't know that was called Tiger Bay, but okay, yeah.
It's the old name from the old name for Cardiff.
Got it. Yes. There we go. All right. Anything else that I need to answer before we are done for the night?
Don't think so.
I know I need to give some other people some updates on what they learned about Lefty, the Nun, and Wildcat Jones.
Yeah, but that might take a day or so
That might
for the
take
info to come back to us. Yeah.
You guys will have what you have. You'll have basically within the 2 weeks. So when we come back. All right.
Cool.
We good? Anything else?
I'm good.
I think we're set.
I'm good. Yeah.
Awesome. You guys, this was a good game. You did well.
That was an awesome session. Thank you.
Thank
like
you.
always.
You guys have a nice evening, weekend, end of the weekend. Things. And I have to go do work stuff now. All right.
I
I need to go.
Hooray.
I need to go work on editing the Soundset source book.
I got to work on invoices. I'm not
fun.
sure that this is fun.
Well,
right.
I
All
hope
right,
you all
well, I
have a
will-
relaxing evening nonetheless.
And I will go ahead
Yep.
and sign off the stream. So thank you very much for everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.